Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. What's your name?
Wrigley.
Wiggly?
No.
What's your name?
Worm.
Worm? Wriggly Worm? You my man? What shirt you got on? What is that?
Minecraft.
You say hi, everybody?
Hello.
Do you want to say some names? Do you see? Here's Ethan, Kimberly, hello, Lunar's here. We've got Jessie, we've got Nellie, we've got Lori, Linda Haggerty, welcome.
Hi, Lori.
Worm knows Lori. Who else do we have? It says, you look so grown, Wrigley. Lunar says, you look so grown.
Yay.
Once he cut his long hair, he looks like a new man. Oh, there's Cassie Bowers. Say hello.
Hello. Can I
big boy
do these now?
Oh, he wants to pull a collective card for everybody. And you might notice too, I don't have my background music going tonight. I just wanted to see what it'd be like without it. We had the wonderful and amazing Patreon live stream. We had Monica Anderson, aka the Kismet Chemist, over there as a guest, and we had a whole bunch of the patrons come on and talk, and oh my gosh, it was so amazing. It lasted over 3 hours. It was actually 3 hours, 11 minutes and 55 seconds. So check out that angel number. It's beautiful. Yeah. So I'm gonna try it without the music because I had music last night and I really liked it. What?
Mommy.
What? Oh,
Mommy.
apparently I'm wasting his time. He wants to get to these cards. Yes. Okay. Let's see. All right. So Mommy's gonna shuffle them, and then I'm gonna have you pick one. So we're gonna start tonight with a collective reading. We've got 11 people and 8 likes on the video. Oh, Lori was having a hard night, but I think that was just what she needed, to come on and have some supportive soul family. All right, what are we doing here? Which one? Okay, I'm gonna do this. Pick one of these, and then we'll pick one of the others.
This one.
Oh, he's picking a root chakra card. It looks like. Okay, we got red jasper on the root chakra. Oh no! Can you pick that up? I'm already dropping cards. We don't even need music for my craziness. All right. So what does it say here, love? We've got grounding. Ooh, no wonder it fell to the ground. Look at that. So red jasper is the crystal suggestion, but it says here, sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth. So get grounded, get out in nature, take yourself a sea salt bath. Just even envision yourself connecting to Mother Earth, because that will really help you not feel so up in your head, especially if you're like me and I've got like a low grade headache going on at the back of my skull again, like day 4 in a row. Par for the course over here.
Can I do these now?
Yeah, let's do these ones. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle them up, get another collective message, and then after these cards, I'm gonna have you go. Daddy's already got your stuff set up, and you're gonna go night night. Go read your books. Okay. What do our wonderful live stream collective and those possibly watching the playback need to know right now? And Nellie, it is available. The replay is available if you want to watch it. I just posted it today on Patreon. And anyone who joins Patreon, it's available for you too. If you're the Moldavite, Magic Moldavite or Meteor, oh my God, Mystic Meteorite, those are the 2 tiers it's available for. Ooh, it's Inner Alchemy card. It says, inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. And oh my goodness, we went in. Monica was talking about how the more love that floods on this planet, the fear really comes up and rises up to meet it. And that's been totally, an observation. So expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Yes, and pairing that up with grounding, you want to try to ground yourself if you can, if you feel comfortable doing so, into the original matrix of Gaia, the 5th dimensional matrix, rather than what? Yeah, rather than the 3D, matrix construct that the controllers that were, as I like to call them, the powers that were, put over this planet. You want to connect with the divine blueprint of Mother Earth. Whatever dimension you feel called to, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 20th, I don't know. Just go ahead and get your roots planted in the ground and see what grows. Okay. All right. I love the backs of these cards too. Aren't they beautiful? But we did discover, those of you that know, there's a few of you that know, I had one of these cards here ripped in half. And I figured out who did it. He was upset. He was so sad. Oh, now he's pouting. I told him it was okay because like he found, or maybe it was just on the floor. I don't know. Was it just hanging out on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not in trouble, love. I already told you. Um, but he wasn't even in trouble because like it was so symbolic. It was the abundance card from this deck ripped in half, and like messages of abundance have been following me around. Like I can't get away from them. And then he told me, because he plays kind of on the floor here with his iPad a lot of times when I'm working, because I usually sit over there at the computer, and then he's kind of over here because this is a very small room. We've got a computer, and where I do my stuff in my computer. But he accidentally bent it one way and it creased it in half, so we bent it the other way and it just ripped in half. So yeah, I mean, this is only like a $12 deck, so like no harm, no foul. But yeah, it was very symbolic for me. It's like, wow, all the worries that I've had going on with my other channel and just how blocked it's been with, people seeing it. Even my subscribers just aren't getting the memo when I upload and all sorts of things like that. So, I just put a call out to my guides and like, what's going on? I think about half of it is also for my own protection, for me to step back. And that's why I'm taking a little mini break over there. I did have 2 videos filmed to go live this week. Not like live, like they're live, but like they're uploaded and ready to go up at a certain time this week. But I decided tomorrow's Thursday video, I'm just going to hold it off until Monday so I can buy myself a little extra time to just collect myself. And I really do want to take my other channel in a deeper and more artistic connection, direction. Just it's been something I wanted to do in January, and I did kind of a trial run with it and it didn't do well. So I just was like, oh no, me pouting, ego getting involved, like maybe this isn't the right idea, because I want to be more artistic, have multiple camera angles, maybe show my face again over there, literally, and have close-ups of the cards, and just have the 3 different I guess angles. One on the cards, like tabletop up like I normally do, one in front of me so I can talk to you guys. I feel like I'm not just talking to myself. And then close-up camera view of the cards. What, love?
Can I do these?
Okay, he wants to do a love message. So whether you're single or coupled up, if you just want to connect, if you're single and you aren't looking for love, maybe just connect to your own higher self. However these resonate, they don't have to be romantic love. We're going to shuffle them up, and then he's going to grab one. And then we will get into our actual collective here after this. So he's going to take a hike to bed. Okay. Yeah, I love seeing the cards, and a lot of times the cute and awesome details just aren't shown when it's just tabletop up. Pick one. All right, we got a good picture here. All right, so it says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Just a second. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So remember, anyone that triggers you, that's actually a gift, because it's triggering something within you that's still calling to be healed. Otherwise, it'd just water off a duck's back, doesn't bother me any. But the fact that it did trigger you or bother you or light you up, either way, it resonates with something going on within you. Usually when it's just neutral, it doesn't really register. It's just whatever. Let's just leave mommy's crystals on the table. Okay, we're going to read this last one. You picked one more. No. Here, you stand over here for a second. I had this all arranged, and then you messed it up. Mom life. Then we have here, my beloved. So though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And I think I needed this message just as much as everybody else today. I had an amazing, wonderful reading with Star Mission Tarot here on YouTube. She had a live stream earlier today, and she blew my mind. So, like, I had to pay it forward and blow her mind a little bit. But we won't get into that. That was so much fun. I had so much fun over on her channel, her live stream today. And it just really inspired me to bring the thunder tonight on my live stream. All right, love. You're out. You're out of here.
No.
3 strikes and you're out. Okay, time.
What time is it?
It's bedtime. It's 7:10. I said you got 2 minutes. It's now 10 minutes in. Just like trying to get Ro out of trouble. Yes. Oh man. I love you, Worm.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. No, turn it on. I want to be completely in the dark. Turn it on. Okay. Yellow light is better than no light because this light it makes, like when I hold cards up, it completely washes certain things out. I need to just, I think that's also slow down, figure out my 4K cam link so I can actually have 4K video, which I've had the capability to do since April, but just too busy. Amanda's always too busy to actually upgrade her own life. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some comments. Let me read some of your comments here. So we've got here, audio actually sounds clear without, I thought the same thing, because when I do listen to it on the playback, granted, when I do listen to my own voice on playback, I listen to it at 2 times speed because I just don't have time for that. But there are certain little things I'm like, I want to go back and see what that was again, like, certain special moments. So sometimes I'll go back and watch, not the whole live stream, but like once in a while I'll watch a snippet of it. And yeah, the background music is like ding, ding, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of annoying actually. I'm gonna just try it without the noise tonight and just see how we do. And I initially started it as kind of like my own little security blanket or comfort, just so I didn't feel so like I'm by myself. But like now that I'm kind of old hat at just being on live, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, if it runs out and it's been on, then it would bother me. But like if I don't start it at all, it should be good. All right. Yeah, Wrigley is good at this. Good job, Worm. Yes. I remember being there when she talked about it, I think. Yeah, I think you were. Zar loves the backs of those cards. Yes. Hello, Lynn. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, and it's all good. It was a huge sign. Yes. Don't feel bad. Yeah. Poor little guy. He admitted to it right away, but he just started crying. He's like, I didn't mean to. He was just bending it because I'm sure, just a single card maybe flopped out, and it's just like, ooh, this is fun. Ooh, whoops, snap. Because I'm assuming it would at least crease pretty bad if you bent it enough. And I got cards all up in here, so yeah. I mean, he's 6. He's very curious, so I mean, I can't hold that against him. He was testing out physics, you guys. The physics of paper. Physics of cardboard paper. All right. So let's see. Get that creativity on. No more overthinking. Yes, I know. I'm so ready for it because like Spirit has been delivering these amazing messages lately, and I feel like I'm just doing everybody a disservice because like even just setting up the table, I'm like, nothing even feels fun and fresh anymore for that. So I'm worrying, even in editing, like I'll just sit there and like almost zone out. I don't really edit a lot, but I just want to run it through and make sure there's no pops in the audio or anything crazy, or Walter's hacking downstairs, or if something crazy happens where I gotta go to the next room and answer a phone call or something. Usually my phone's in here making a bunch of noise. But I don't know. I've really started setting intentions before I even sit down to film my videos too. And that's made a huge difference over the last about 3 months that I've started doing that. It's just really taken the actual messages coming in to a whole other level. But I want like the quality and the video and the artistic part of it to also reflect all of that, if that makes sense. Yeah. Agreed. Card imagery is important and is so often not used to its full advantage. And yeah, and that's where I'm going to dive in, slow down, and I may for a while just be uploading 1 video a week, but I just keep hearing, and it's been reiterated to me, quality over quantity, over and over and over again. And, I'm going to burn myself out if I just keep punching out 2 videos a week and not feeling very inspired. I'd rather do 1 video a week, feel really good about it, and then on with my day. Even if it'll probably take me about the same amount of time as filming 2 videos, because 3 camera angles, that really lengthens the editing time. But lately, my editing time's been really quick because just 1 camera angle, and I just basically listen to it through and then get it all going. So yeah, not that you guys care about all this. I guess I'm just giving y'all my venting. Yes. All right. So yes, let's get into our collective reading. 14 minutes, 55 seconds into the live stream. We did have a couple of little things going on with Wrigley. Cards he pulled, which were cute little messages we can put in with these if you want to combine those messages. Yeah. Jamie Wilson, whatever inspires you. And we do, yes, awesome. Okay, so any question you guys have in mind, just kind of keep that in your little brain here while I shuffle. And we're going to pull 3 tarot cards and a couple Moonology cards, I think, as well. Maybe one of these, I think that's called the Healing with the Fairies or something like that. Messages from the Fairies, something. Okay, so the 3 that came out, we've got Futility with the 7 of Swords. And this is the Thoth Tarot, so it's not the same interpretation as your traditional Rider-Waite, but I kind of combine the two because I don't know a lot about the Thoth Tarot, so I use a lot of my intuition with this specific deck, which Kurt Cobain put into my head. Yeah, I'm wearing a shirt tonight. Didn't even notice that until just now. I mean, I knew I was wearing the shirt, but he's popping in because he was the one that told me, get the Urban Tarot deck. And I'm like, just washing dishes, and I hear this, and I'm like, what's that? Like, is that a thing? Look it up. Sure enough, looked at a couple of unboxing videos, seen the imagery. I'm like, I so connect to this deck. I need it. I want it. Let's buy it. So I did. So thank you, Kurt Cobain, for that. But yes, 7 of Swords, Utility. So this might feel like a lot of us, if you're anything like me, just feel like you're spinning your wheels, and nothing's really moving forward. Even if you're putting in a lot of effort, because we do have the 8 of Pentacles, which is about all that hard work, effort, and there's prudence here. So really honing, polishing your skills, finding those hidden talents, bringing them to the surface. But at the same time, it just might feel a little futile right now, because we're still trying, many of us, me included, kind of really grinding and trying to push things forward, like with this really divine, like ambition to move forward. But it's a very masculine energy of go, 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 do, grind, grind, grind. And, you know, as that Libra ascendant that I am, and that, you know, just that call for balance, it's really being echoed all over the world for that feminine energy to come in and receive and relax and rest and be creative and rejuvenate. We all need an ebb and a flow. We need to balance this out. And that's what we're being called to do, because we have the Judgment card, the Ion. I never know how to exactly pronounce that word, but this is the Judgment in tarot. And here, what she sees reflected back to her is maybe a past life version of herself, or maybe in this life, an older version of herself that just doesn't really resonate anymore. And even touching this wall, this is, you know, the past, touching the past, looking at the past, reflecting on the past, and realizing that maybe you can't do what you've always done if you're going to go in a new direction, or if you're expecting something new in a relationship, in a situation, in your own just energy field. If you're wanting something new, you're going to have to do something new, try something new. Just be creative. I mean, that's such a theme in my life, and I'm sure a lot of yours as well. Just this need or call that the same old just isn't working anymore. We're being asked to be creative, to try new things, to step out of comfort zones. That's like a whole thing. Yeah, it has been coming out a lot lately. That is for sure. And just even awakening to the judgments you have of yourself and others, because I mean, even me, like, I will still catch myself judging other people. I mean, it's a human thing to do, but it's not like the old version of me from, you know, say 10 years ago, where I would believe those judgments. I'd be like, yeah, how could she do that? How could he do that? I start to be like, well, what is it within me that is making me start to judge this person? And then after catch myself judging someone, I then send them love, you know, which is so much more than what I used to do. Because, you know, we're all humans, so we have these human traits, and, you know, you can be spiritual AF, but there's still those human traits that come up, and half the battle, you know, to being spiritual is just to recognize that you're doing certain things, or that certain things are happening. Maybe you're reacting without even thinking, but the fact that you observe, the fact that you reacted without thinking, that is who you are. That is really who you are. You're not the person making the judgments. That's usually your ego. But we have here, you and your loved ones are safe. So safety and protection have also been such a theme for me, for other people. The readings I do, the readings I see here and there and everywhere, lots going on with these higher realms coming in to help protect us and really help us figure out our next steps, because a lot of times everything has to fall apart, especially the things in our lives that just aren't meant for us, that aren't a vibrational match. They will start to fall away or fall apart. Relationships, jobs, locations, situations start to fall apart or fall away from you if you're no longer really resonating with them, especially if you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, healing, shadow work, inner child work, just being creative, just trying to self-actualize yourself and become a greater version of yourself. That potential's always been in there, but you've just been maybe busy doing other things or trying to please everybody. Yep. So it's opening to this fact that, you're safe, and you doing what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always gotten. But stepping out of that comfort zone, you're just being reminded as you do so, you are safe. And also, yes, it is time. It is time to take action. And for some of you, I'm letting you know, this action is actually inaction. Those of you who've been on this grind, it's time to just dial it back, because even just sitting around daydreaming and planning, that's still taking some action. Writing down the ideas you're getting instead of just jumping full force into them the second they appear, that's still taking action. But that's also kind of creating the fertilizer of, the seed you're planting. You need this kind of time, because a lot of us, and I saw this, I've heard this multiple times, but it's like planting a seed. Like the way our society is set up, it's like we plant a seed and then we dig it up every day to make sure it's growing. That's not how things naturally grow. Yeah, I'm sure that seed can still get roots going, but it's being completely just bothered and huge stress and anxiety to this seed every time you pull it up. Like, are there roots yet? Like, is it broken through? Like, what's going on here? Oh, plant it back. Okay, here we go. Like, having that faith, having that trust that, okay, Spirit gave me this amazing idea. I wrote it down. I started, putting it out there that I'm ready for this. And I'm just taking leaps of faith here, here, and here. So I'm going to trust and I'm going to have faith that these things are working out for my highest good, without going like, oh, I don't know, maybe I should check it. Is it growing yet? Like, no more of that, guys. That's what we're being called, is to take action. But sometimes that action is also inaction. But those of you who felt stuck and stagnant, yes, now is your time to finally start taking all these action steps that you've been dreaming of, thinking of, wishing for. It's time. So wherever you fall on that spectrum, maybe you're somewhere in between and you can rest and take action. One day you're resting, next day you're taking action, next day you're resting, balancing it out. But that's where we go. Yes. All right. I love it. All right. So we have a little list already today. We're going to start with Jessie. She's got 2 questions, and we've got Lori, and then we've got Clutching My Pearls. So it's a pretty short list, but yeah, if anyone wants a guaranteed read today, you can always send your donation. The donation information is linked at the top of the chat with the little blue box there. It's pinned up there, and also in my description box below. And all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still living in a little camper, and we're hoping to get her out of that and into her home, hopefully in 2022. But we're not holding our breath, but we're just putting it out to the universe that in divine time, everything will work out. So that like pizza pieces, like little oregano pieces in my mouth from the sauce. Let's see. I have Jessie, Lori, and Clutching My Pearls. Those are the 4 donations that I have so far. So that's where we're gonna start tonight. All right. Yeah, small group tonight, but that's okay. You know what? Because I'm flowing with whatever's coming toward me. If more come in, let's do it. If that's it, then I am going to go have a fun evening hanging out with my husband. I haven't gotten to hang out with him much the last few nights just because of live streams and working and just all sorts of things. Yeah, so busy. Oh yeah, and then Monday night we had basketball for Wrigley, so it's like we're always doing something. So some unwinding time, I wouldn't be mad at it, that's for sure. Okay. So I don't know if Jessie's still here. I know she was earlier, but I don't know if Lori wants to post her question. We can get into that. Jessie actually donated for Lori, which was very sweet. And she says, I'll just read it out loud because it was very sweet. This is for beautiful My beautiful Queen Lori, any cutie and happy messages from Pop, Nona, or any of her guides to tell her, to help her feel so much better soon. Okay, that's beautiful. Oh, and I've been so thirsty. Have you guys been thirsty? Oh my gosh. I always say that like every day, but like, I mean it. Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. Okay. So, Lori, we'll go ahead and start with Lori. I know Jesse usually likes to go last anyway, so it might be sooner than later though tonight. But clutching my pearls, if you're here, you can also post your question and we can get into it right after Lori. Needs to feel fun, exciting, and more. I can't think of LOL. Yes. It wasn't that so sweet. It was just so sweet. Yeah, I've been thirsty all day and all I've done is drink water. I'm just, ugh. And food tastes so salty right now. Like, I'm a salt person. Like, I like a lot of salt on my food, but like, even me, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of salt. Just in like the pizza tonight that we had from Little Caesars. It's like, that's a lot of salt. It's very salty tonight. I don't know. Well, you are, I'm saying you are thirsty, mama, because you got a baby to feed. So that's actually amazing calories for you. And sweet, sweet Ellie. All right. So I'm not seeing anyone post their question. Anyone that has donated wants to post their question. Whoever posts first will get right into it. There's Jesse. You know, it sounds so good once in a while. Just what Jesse said would be a perfect question. Okay, then we're gonna roll with that. Anything that Pop and Nona together, their spirit team name is Papa, apparently. But we are gonna go to this cute little deck and fun little thing for me. I saw a little maple leaf seed on my window when I was getting in my car to go pick the kids up from school today. And anytime I see one of those from now on because of this deck, I think of the Ace of Pentacles because, man, if I can find it real quick, it's just so cute. I mean, we're in no hurry. We don't have that many donations tonight, so we can just kind of stretch this out, hang out, have a little fun. Help me find it soon, though, Spirit, so I'm not wasting everybody's time. But every time I see one of these from now on, I'm going to think it's a sign from Spirit that the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. Look at that. Isn't that just glorious? And it looked exactly like that, just hanging out on my window, ready for me to see it. Ooh, and the Ace of Swords. No, that's Elder Swords. It looked like the Ace of Swords for a second there. All right, for Lori, let's get a message from Papa Nona for Lori. Probably wouldn't hurt to have an early night anyway tonight because I have Lori's mentor session, then I have a 1-hour private reading, and then I've got Jesse's mentor session tomorrow night. So I got a pretty packed schedule for what I got going on. But anything from Pop and Nona for wonderful dear Lori, please, Spirit. All right, we're getting the 3 of Wands, so this is really good. Some plans that you have made, some actions you've taken. Now's the time to really go into overdrive in something. I'm really seeing a healing energy with this as well. Happy birthday to somebody. Awesome. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, this to me feels like healing. That almost also 3s always remind me of collaboration as well. So like a collaborative effort in healing. You, Pop, and Nona just hanging out together. And what else? Yeah, all that work you've been doing on your healing, you're going to be able to move out of that soon and be able to start taking action on all these ideas, all this self-care stuff, like things with your teeth and everything that you're just so excited to do, but yet still at times feeling guilty about. Because I keep hearing too, and I was talking to my mom today and she was channeling some information for you too, Lori. She's like, tell Lori not to feel so guilty about cutting out those family members. And yeah, like there's that empowered party that's like, yeah, you're in my past, I'm moving forward. But then there's that really deep subconscious part of you, maybe even too, that still feels guilty. Like, well, did I do the right thing? And I know you did the right thing. I know you know that. No, you're not too late. We're still taking donations, absolutely. But I think it's like somewhere down in there, which we can work on with your healing session that we do in November, Lori. just releasing that guilt, because I'm seeing it like thick black, like slimy tar looking tendrils that are like going around your heart chakra. But oh my gosh, once that is, you're going to feel so much better. But you can even be doing some of your own work, because you got the Hierophant here. So taking kind of a traditional approach to your healing, doing all the things that you just feel like taking action on, this is really going to benefit you. Even having a date night with Ryan, like that would be a really beautiful way to spend some quality time. Even if you don't go anywhere, you don't have to go anywhere to have a date night. I mean, you can have a game night, like play a game the two of you enjoy, have a nice dinner together, just have some, long, deep conversations, like just things that make you feel really connected. That might be something fun to do. And I'm actually seeing how crescent shaped this moon is. Like it was a new moon and it's starting to wax again. And we actually have the new moon coming up on November 4th. So that's next week. So right after the new moon, so maybe 2 to 3 days after the new moon would be a perfect night for like a date night, hanging out. Because you really are clearing a lot of that. There's another 3, but this is heartbreak from the past. This is, those relationships that didn't work out with your family, with the exes, with, things going on, in the dynamics with your family, just kids and everybody. You're closing and clearing a lot of that out, because, these swords look just fine, but you get close, it's like there's blood underneath the surface of that. It's like on the surface, it looks like everything's fine, but beneath, there's still a lot of wounding, a lot of sadness that you're purging right now. That's why you've been in the state that you've been, is because there's so much healing going on and so much healing available to you, because Pop and Nona, that's why they're so close at hand right now, to hold your hand, to help you feel very connected to them and just to everything going on in your life. There's so much going on. Yes, so much going on. Things are moving quickly. Like from now on, things are moving so much quicker. So this is, yes, thank goodness. Things will really start moving quicker and really clicking into place. Because again, like that dark night of the soul that you had on Christmas, and, the mini ones that you've had since then, you dip in, but you don't have to stay there very long. But, again, when you have these feelings so close to the surface, it's just best to just let them out, get them out, feel them, heal them, deal them. And you've been doing that. So really, you have been really doing the work. I can see it. Pop can see it. Nona can see it. You've been doing the work. All right, what else from Pop and Nona? Yeah. But here's the thing. There's still people in your life, mothers, sisters, people like that no matter what and how you heal, they will never see that. They will never care. They will never level up themselves or try to heal themselves, because it's all about them. But you're realizing, no, it's all about me and my healing and my boundaries. And that's why it's okay to leave these people, to the wayside, because we're gonna really get to the bottom of that guilt that you still might have. Because I know, I mean, even especially right when it's still new, like, I got this, I'm gonna move forward. But then maybe there are sleepless nights that creep up, and you start thinking about things that they did, and even the good things. But it's like a lot of times, like we've talked about, a lot of those good things they do, they're done to bait you into coming back. It's like, oh wow, she's being so nice to me. Like, oh, this is the sister I love. Okay, here we go again, when she baits you in and then things happen. But look, this isn't going to follow you into the future, energetically speaking, because you're not going to allow it. And we've got the Explorer of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. I always have to think for a second. Child, Explorer, Guardian, Elder. Yeah, that's the order from Page to King. But yeah, this would be the Knight of Pentacles. So this is making a new plan of action and slowly going in that direction, because healing is not something that happens overnight. Even if we feel like a huge weight was lifted overnight, still we're having residual effects from, even operating in a new way. Once something is healed, it's like we have that like gut check reaction the second something similar happens. Like, oh my gosh, blah blah blah. Like, and then you realize, like, I don't need to react that way. Like, it doesn't trigger me the same way, actually, now that I think about it. And like, you find new ways of operating in even sometimes the same energy as what was going on before. Then you have the Justice. So yes, things are balancing out. You're not going to have to sleep so much and feel so sad and anxiety all the time. It's balancing out, and those rights are being wronged. And I'm also hearing too, Pop saying that a lot of karma that you had from a past life, not as Michael, not as the guy from Italy, but I'm seeing a past life where you were a woman. You accidentally killed someone, but then covered it up. They're not really going into detail, and this wasn't like a recent past life. This was way back. I keep hearing something. Was it like a, okay, now I hear the dog barking, but I heard like a bing, bing, kind of weird noise. Interesting. But yeah, you were a woman. This was like way back, like horse and cart days, like way back. But you accidentally killed somebody and covered it up, like to make it look like an accident. And there is still that guilt, I think, that you carry in this life surrounding that. Yeah, let's see. Let's get one from Moonology for Lori. They're not telling me to go in depth in that life because it's not very important or relevant other than the guilt factor. Yeah, very interesting. Wow, look at the bigger picture. Yeah, that's exactly it. So picking out the details of what you are going through, sometimes you can feel very weighed down just in the details. So just look at the bigger picture. Look at the person you were before Christmas, on Christmas Eve last year, and compare her to how far you've come now, because it's almost going to be like comparing apples to oranges or two completely different people, because you really have grown and evolved so much since then. And I'm wanting me to get one from this deck as well. Anything else for Lori? Pop and Nona, please, please, please. Here we go. Reclaim your power. Absolutely. Note one reason why you give away power in your everyday life. Then ask yourself if this situation is worth losing your peace of mind over. Yeah, looking at that bigger picture. To reclaim your power in a positive and mindful way is your goal. And I think you've been working on doing that, and people aren't triggering you as much as they used to. And sometimes that can even be upsetting to you, like, I'm changing, I'm different, like, because even bad and toxic ways that we all operate, they become comfortable, and when we start changing and doing things differently, we feel very uncomfortable when we choose a different path. But as we really go down that path, we start to gain that comfort and feel good making new and better choices for ourselves. Okay? Yes, Lori. We've only got 3 other people currently on my list, Jonathan. Yeah, we've got 2 for Jesse and then 1 for Clutching My Pearls. Oh my God, Amanda, we talked about being the bad guy in past lives yesterday. Wow, we did. That is right. You're right. Oh my goodness. Wow. I got hair chills when you pulled that. That's supposed to be your thing, Amanda. Take it back. Yes. I know. I need to take my own advice over here. Spirit's own advice to Lori over here. Yes. Yeah, it's a real short list tonight. So Jesse, if you want to go ahead and post your questions, we can get into it. You may have already posted them on PayPal. Remind me if you did or not, because I can always open my email up and look over there. Oh, I'm so glad, Lori. Yeah, that should hopefully get us through till tomorrow for your mentorship session. I'm excited to dive in and get some stuff discovered and figured out for you. So yeah, Jesse, I could even read over here, see if she's got. Oh, she wanted guidance from her higher self. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it. If I don't, would you please timestamp? Okay, but you're here. So, okay, let's do that. Let's get the message from the higher self. And that's so important, you guys. I have just been communicating to my own higher self like crazy. Like, I mean, I normally do like when I meditate, but like just in like regular waking moments, I'm just in constant communication with my own higher self. And it almost feels more important to me than reaching out to like my crossover loved ones or my, guides. Archangel Michael's usually my big go-to guide. When I need any kind of advice or wisdom on life, I'm like, Archangel Michael, please show me a sign. Or Archangel Michael, what do you have for me? And then I just tune in and feel it. But lately I'm like, higher self, higher self, higher self. Or higher self just comes in and is like, boom, 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 boom. Like, wow. So calling on your own higher self, you guys, and you, Jesse, as well, because this is your question, but all of you, try it out. They're really directing me over here to the Answer Simple deck. So let's just see what Jesse's higher self has for her tonight. Ooh, we already got something going on with the detox card. Number 49, that adds up to 13, which adds up to 4, which is all about stability, balance. It's also about support from spirit, support from those you love. If you aren't addicted to anything, specifically detoxing from drugs, alcohol, all that, this could be like a social media detox or like a negative energy detox. Whatever it looks like for you, because it could look like hanging around people that really aren't supportive of you. It could look like even things you do for yourself, like drinking 1 too many cups of coffee, or lots of little things. Oh, you've been seeing 49. Well, there's your synchronicity, that is your higher self sending you that message. That's beautiful. And that's one weird thing that I have put together for myself. I don't know. I've never read this anywhere. Maybe it's not even written anywhere. But I notice when it's not like an angel, like your regular, typical, repetitive angel number. Yeah, negative thought detox. Absolutely, because look what comes with it. Dare to be happy, which we'll get into. But what I was saying is, your 1111s, your 444, your 911, your 411, your usually one number and then 2 repeating, or vice versa. Those are usually from your guides and archangels and all of that. But when it's a very specific number like 49 or 26, that's usually from your higher self. Just in my own recent experience, not to say that spirit can't also send you those numbers, but usually when you get those numbers, that's your own higher self coming in to be like, wait a minute, I got this. Hold my bag. I got this. But yeah, dare to be happy. So detox those negative thoughts, and you're just going to find out there's a lot of happiness to be held within what's going on here. But we've got the 26, which adds up to an 8. So this is taking action in a new way. So remember, like the collective reading, doing what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. But when you do something a different way, you try something new, you're going to get something new. Wow. So your higher self wants you to try some new things. On the back of the deck, we've got emotional healing, which I know you've kind of been going through it recently. But it says, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. And like you said on the Zoom live stream last night on Patreon, you're like, well, I know I need to start doing shadow work, but like I need to just get started. And like Monica said, before I could even get my mouth open, she's like, you've been doing it. You've been doing the shadow work. And absolutely, I mean, those tears are cleansing. Those tears and facing the things that are hard to face, that can be really hard. I mean, it can be really hard. But you feel your way through it rather than pushing it away. That is working your shadow. That is you doing the work. So let's see anything else your higher self has for you. Ooh, we got some. Yes, we got something. Where is it? Okay. Wow. Well, your desire. Okay. Wow. Wow. So just remember what we were talking about last night with the children, the children's fathers and stuff. We got the children card, and most specifically a little girl here, but it can pertain to all 3 children. Your connection with children is part of your life purpose. So all the things you're going through with them and wishing you could take that pain away from them, this is your higher self saying last night, that basically session that we had at the end of that live stream, that was you tuning in, and us as a collective in that live stream tuning in to know that, yeah, this is part of your soul's path. Yeah, and it's a butterfly. Beautiful, isn't it? And that orange. The color orange might be a big power color for you. And I'm looking at I'm going to have to zoom in. Your profile picture's kind of a red and yellow flower, but like from here back, it looks orange to me. So sacral chakra, which is womb energy, sexual energy, it's creative energy. So this is you tuning into your own creativity, your own womb energy and mother energy, but also just realizing that a lot of what's going on with your kids and the other parents involved, this is part of your life purpose, and finding better ways to communicate, to hold space, to not feel you have to take on the burden of the other parent or the pain from your children, which as mothers, like that's going to be the hardest part right there, is taking on your children's pain, because like we said last night, you taking that pain away from them, or, feeling that pain just as deeply, if not deeper sometimes, as the child, isn't also then going to take their pain away. So it's almost like you just, loving them and having that compassion and empathy for them and holding space and trying to transmute. I'm actually reading a book right now called The Emotion Code. If you guys want to look into that, it's a good way to help clear your own emotional pain and trauma that just hangs around your aura and your subconscious mind. Because I'm really hoping to deepen my own, healing practice. The one that I got in my live stream, oh my gosh, live stream on the brain, my hypnosis with Alba Weinman, that modality of healing, that they sent me that healing guide and they showed me like the aura vacuum and all sorts of girls, Jesse, Lori, you're going to see this, you're going to experience this. I'm going to walk you through it when we have our 2 healing sessions that we've got going on for you guys coming up. Oh my gosh, I'm ready to get into it because it's been over a year since I've done one of these sessions. And like I said, your average session lasts about 4 hours, but oh my gosh, it's like a deep dive into your subconscious, and we pull out all sorts of stuff that just doesn't need to be there anymore. But we have here, your desire is within reach, Jesse. So have faith as everything is working in your favor. Wow. And then we've got holiday. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. And I know a recent holiday-ish kind of vacation that you had to Georgia was very transformational for you. So maybe an upcoming trip, maybe you're planning another trip to Georgia, or, maybe even just a holiday, having Thanksgiving or Christmas, or I know Maria's birthday was recently. But there is the answer that you're looking for is going to be coming during a holiday, a trip, a vacation, something like that, because it puts you in a higher vibration. Yeah, another butterfly. Look at that. This puts you in a higher vibration when you are traveling, and it brings you more in the present moment. Because think of it, you're in your house all the time, like the clutter, the walls just kind of close in, and same old, and it's unless one of the kids moves something, you're like, whoa, something's different in here. Or like I'll just go up and down my road, like to the school and home, to the school and home, to the school, like that's my life. But like if I go to the school and home and someone had cut down a tree, I mean, that's always like, blasphemy in my opinion. But like, there was a dead tree that definitely had to come down, so it didn't feel so bad. But like I noticed it because it was something different along my path. So going on holidays, going on vacations, because everything is new and everything is different, you're very aware, you're very focused in the present moment, rather than just going through the motions of life, routine, here to there, here to there, here to there, here to there, which is moms is like part of the course. Kids go to school, they come home. We go to work, we come home. We go to school, we come home. You can make a whole song of it. But just trying new things, going to new places with the kids, going to, if you have to eat dinner and you're going to go to a restaurant, going to new restaurants, just trying new things, maybe even try new board games at home, just putting yourselves all in new energy to try new things together will really benefit. So let's see, one more quick message from Jesse's higher self. But yeah, this is really family focused and also like focusing on healing your own emotional stuff. That's exactly how I felt when we went to Georgia. Yes. This one, I think is this one that's stabbing me in the hand. Ooh, 2 want to come out. Well, there's that Ace of Pentacles that I was talking about in that other deck over there. And also 5, yes, okay. Makes so much sense. I love it. Look at this. Okay, so this is exactly what's going on here. Because this is the call for that mental detox. Because this is grief. This is feeling left out, or feeling not good enough, or I wish I could do more. I wish I could be better, do better, show up better, whatever it is. Feeling that guilt and grief that you can't be everything for your kids at times too. But look, all she has to do is look up and the key is there. She can unlock this. And what that unlock is going to do is release this. This detox of this stuff here is going to release this. A new beginning, something you can really sink your teeth into, something you can really take the distance, and also dare to be happy. This is going to bring you new happiness. This is new emotional fulfillment and new happiness. Oh my God, yes, you are in my mind right now. Yes. Telepathy. It's the name of the game today with my readings. Well, the reading I had done by the amazing Soul Mission Tarot. And also, I have to give a huge shout out to Czar, aka Lunar here, because, oh my goodness, she did such a deep, in-depth reading for me the other day that literally I was just even at a loss for typing words. I was just like, what? Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Like, I still can't say thank you enough for that, Czar. Oh my goodness. It's like she was in my mind, in my soul, and she knew. She was just like opening all the drawers and seeing all the dirt and dust bunnies in there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. I feel so called out, but like in a good way. Like in a way that's like that, B word slap across the face that you need, but it's so loving. That loving B word slap across the face that we all need from time to time. That's what that reading was. But also, it also was like that holding of hand that I also need and love of dive into your creativity. It's not an excuse for you to get away from your work. It is worthy. Yes. Okay, let's get one more for Jessie. Yeah, but you really are. Yes, and it's happening fast. Just like in Lori's reading, she got that 8 of Wands. You got the 8 of Wands. So this to me almost at least feels like our little soul family's collective energy, if not like the human collective energy. We're moving through this emotional stuff that's been going on with us recently pretty quickly because we've all been through it. We've all been having it lately in our own ways. I mean, it resonates differently for all of us because we've all got our own little, slice of heaven or hell, whichever we decide it is in the moment of life that we're experiencing in any moment. And everybody's circumstances are different, but like the underlying energies are like similar, so similar. So I hope that resonated, Jessie. Wow. Amazing. I love it. Your higher self is there holding your hand. So when you do that hug that you talked about that I told you to do, yes, that is your higher self involved as well, helping you, hugging you. I love it. Beautiful. No problem, soul sister. That's what I'm good for. Slapping faces with love. Yes. I don't know why. I just envision like someone slapping someone across the face with a big dead floppy fish. I don't know why, but that's what Spirit showed me when you said that. Oh, I'm weird. But we all knew that already, right? Oh, it makes sense. The Page of Cups is on the back of the deck. That is a funny surprise. Slap across the face with a fish. Very weird. But fishes do represent abundance, so like maybe it wasn't that weird. Thank you, Spirit. I love that. Ooh, now they're telling me to pull out the charms before we close Jessie's reading. So I'm just gonna listen. Yes, let's bring out the charms. Let's pull Jessie some charms. This will be fun. Any charms from Jessie's higher self. If there's a butterfly, I'm gonna lose my mind. Granted, though, there's probably many butterflies in this thing because there's a lot of charms in here. But let's just see. No, you're definitely not a dead floppy fish. No. Okay, so we've got a key. Ooh, which is good because we had that 5 of Pentacles, which I already put away. With the key, she just got to turn it in that lock because the lock was there and you got the key. We've got cherries, which to me also represent fertility and abundance. Tasting the sweet things or enjoying the sweet things in life, the simple things. A taste of a beautiful cherry, such a simple thing in life. And we've also got a music note. So your connection to music. And I am wearing Kurt's shirt. The Kurt shirt. That rhymed. This is really fabulous because I know what a connection you felt to him, even leading up to the Kurt Cobain deep dive that we did, channeling him over on Patreon. Yeah, this is definitely something you need to hear. And also just really being also mindful of the music that you're listening to. Real like, especially the lyrics. It's not so much the beat, if it's fast or slow. That doesn't matter so much as the lyrics. If the lyrics are sad, it's going to keep you sad, is what I'm hearing. We've got a little t-shirt with a heart on it. So this almost is like, I was just talking about the Kurt shirt. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at that. What is happening tonight? That's hilarious. But I'm just picturing you hugging yourself again. And that is your higher self saying, yeah, I'm with you all the time. I mean, there's over 200 plus charms in here. And there's one t-shirt. I know that much. And we've also got this star. But like, it's not your average 5-pointed star. Like one of those is shooting out. It reminds me almost like a shooting star. Or that 8 of Wands energy that we got from the tarot. Things are moving quickly. Wish fulfillment happening sooner than later. It's just you making these ideas, getting the ideas, writing them down. Because, oh man, Jessie, I will text you. I sent this video to Lunar earlier today by Beverly Nation. She's a channeler. She channeled a video today that she uploaded, and I was just like, ugh, yes. Oh, also, I'll send you that. I'll send Lori that as well because I think you guys would love that. I don't know, maybe I'll just share it on my community tab of my main channel for everybody to visit. But we've got that. Remind me, Czar might know this better than I do. Is that called a Trisky? I think that's might be what it's called. But to me, this represents collaboration, communion, coming together. Intuitively, that's what I think it means. There's probably a better, let me Google it. We're just taking our time tonight. I'm in no rush. Let's see, Trisky, maybe. Yeah, I was right. Wow, that's a first. Let's just see, what does it mean? Symbolism. Symbol, meaning. I want to know meaning. I want to get the deep dive because I think there's something I missed that we need to hear. Celtic symbol, movement or motion. Yeah, which makes sense with that shooting star we had as well. Believed to signify energies, in particular within the Celtic symbol, motion of action, cycles, progress, revolution, and completion. But yeah, I also see like collaboration too. Wow, yeah, completing those old cycles of the thoughts that they're negative thoughts, you know, and it's hard to control the thoughts. But if you can catch yourself in a thought, be like, wow, that wasn't a good thought, and then just observing. You don't even have to say, God, don't do that anymore, because that just leads to more negative thoughts. Just observing. Oh, that was a negative thought I just had. Or there was a negative thought that just went into my head. And not attaching to it and beating yourself up or whatever, but actually being proud of yourself that you picked it out and were like, whoa, I just had a negative thought. Because you're the observer of the thought, not the thought itself, okay? All right, where does this go? Where are we at here today? I don't know what's going on. There we are. That was so cool. Wow, how many cool synchronicities. Hopefully these charms will be happy over here without falling to the floor. Don't let me jinx it. All right, I'm gonna put this one away here. I think I'll leave this one out. Feels good right now. Okay, so Jessie, second question. Let's see. I have the link for the video, but if I share it here, it'll take people away from the live. Yeah, I mean, you know, they can go away and save it and come back if they want, or just go about their merry way, whatever, however it goes. But yeah, then it would be available to anyone watching the replay. Not that I probably have many that do that, but if someone wanted to watch the replay, it'd be there. Okay. And we have another donation for 2 questions from Pika Lee. Hello, my dear. Hello. I was going to do something. What was I going to do with this? I was going to check something, I think. Oh, Jessie's question. It's been a day. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to have to read this on my email because it's longer than the little chat box on that, which is no worries. I'm just going to shuffle these while my mail opens up here. Let's go to the mail. Scroll up here again. Got lots of emails today, so get through them here. Okay, I need help. Patricia got me a labradorite crystal for my birthday, and literally the morning after it got lost. Oh no! I'm actually as well missing my labradorite palm stone. I haven't been able to find it for months, and that's the only crystal to my awareness that's currently missing in my life, but I can't find it. And I don't ever take that out of the house. It's got to be around here somewhere. I didn't even make it out of the house. It was like, it got erased from my mind, whatever it is that I did with it. Then at night, I had a pretty bad headache, and I went to bed early, and of course, I wanted to sleep with my new baby crystal. So I freaked out because I couldn't remember where I put it. I know it might sound silly, but can Spirit send me some guidance on that? I really want to find my crystal. Super special to me. Also, all my plants are dying. I planted some crystals on them. Oh, 2, and I wonder if it's because of that. Okay. Well, plants are much like our animals. They do pick up on our energy a lot. And, you know, you did have a pretty catastrophic week a couple weeks back, you know, the breakup and everything going on with that. Like, you know, plants, they get our energy as well. And just so much going on in the collective. my plants aren't doing so great either. And I was like, why is this happening? Well, one of them really accidentally knocked off the little dresser we have downstairs. So that there's a reason for that one. But I'm watering them and everything. And just sometimes change of seasons. I know you're down south, I'm up north, but sometimes change of seasons can affect the plants a little bit as well. But let's just feel into this. Anything or even any messages behind the fact that your plants aren't doing well. And where the heck is this labradorite? What's going on here? Well, we got the Three of Wands. So I really do see you probably will find the labradorite. It's in the house somewhere. Oh, that's right. Nellie had said a comment I was going to read, and then I didn't. Oh, I just remembered. I swear. I felt Kurt check in on me last Saturday. A Nirvana song came on. The energy showed up for a minute and then left. Maybe it wasn't him. Oh, I bet it was. He loves that. Anytime his songs come on, of course, I'm like, oh, Kurt. And then, boom, I feel him. I wouldn't doubt it, Nellie. I really wouldn't. Yeah, especially if you have that intention or there's an interest for you to connect to him. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I really do see you will be able to find it. You'll probably find it at nighttime too, I'm hearing. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, it looks very sunset-like, but to me, it's almost like I'm hearing midnight sun. I don't know. I don't know if you actually have that like Twilight book, Midnight Sun, but Midnight Sun, I think, pertains to like up in like parts of Sweden and stuff where the sun kind of just bounces, barely, doesn't even go down and comes back up for the day. Like that's what happens. Like it's just light out all the time. Yeah, and this is like very large labradorite vibes as well. I mean, like this labradorite I have next to me is more blue flash, but they have some that are more amber flash, more green flash, and also purple flash. And this is very labradorite-y, kind of flashy looking card. So I don't know on what color spectrum yours was, but interesting. Oh, I love this. So what I see with this is the fact that your labradorite, it's like it's an emotional healer for you. This is beautiful. It's really going to help you also with your intuition when you do find it. But sometimes crystals do go missing. It's interesting though it went missing so quickly. Like I have crystals that have broken sometimes or crack. Of course, my labradorite has been missing for a couple months now. I'm sure. I bet if I really dig, I could probably find it, but I don't know. Sometimes, especially that you will hear these stories about moldavite. People's moldavite goes missing, which is probably like the most blasphemous one to go missing because it's the most expensive of all the ones I have. But, oh, that was your color. Wow. Purple ones are real special. Beautiful. And I can see why it's connected to that third eye. She's got a little kind of third eye, little piece going on there. So that I feel like you really do have an attunement to that specific crystal. So I can feel the heartbreak that you have, the fact that it's not here anymore. Or where is it? Where is it? I'm actually seeing it near toys. But interesting, back to that whole Midnight Sun thing. I don't know if you have the book Midnight Sun by the same author as Twilight, Stephanie Meyer, or if it may be near a book. But I'm seeing like a book and a toy. So I don't know if there's a place like on a bookshelf that it might have ended up or behind a bookshelf. I don't know. Interesting. And we had here Six of Pentacles. So Spirit's going to give it back in the divine time. This is Spirit's going to literally like almost drop it right back in your lap right when you need it. And you may feel like right now, well, I need it now. I need it now. It will come back. I know it. I can feel it. And yes, Nellie's right. Saint Anthony is the patron saint of missing objects. So you can call on Saint Anthony to help find it. And even connecting to the crystal itself and saying, I miss you. Come back. I'll clean you. I'll shine you up. We'll have a great time. And the best thing is that I didn't even ask for it. Patricia got it for me and I found out when it got delivered. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Lunar says under a bed, possibly. Ethan says, I've started reading the Four Agreements. Yes, it just occurred to me now, and I felt called to tell you guys. Yes, beautiful, beautiful book to be reading. Absolutely. But yeah, you're getting this back. If it's not the physical crystal, which I feel it is, I really do feel it is, like timeline-wise, I feel like this crystal is still in your house in this current timeline. you're going to be getting that specific crystal back, but if somehow timeline shifts happen and something happens, someone else will gift you a crystal that will almost be making up for the fact that this one went missing. But there's a reason behind it. There's a reason behind it, and I think it is to really help you get in tune with your own intuition. Even though this crystal is meant to help you with your intuition and even your emotional stuff you've been going through. And you may even ask Danny, not like, oh, Danny took it or hid it or anything. No. Like he might actually be the one to find it for you. And then he's like, guess what? And then just drops it in your hand just like this. Because I'm really seeing the red from these two and then the kind of yellow tones, orange tones from this. Very similar going on with those. So Danny might actually be the one to find it, or any one of your kids that you feel is like a soulmate. I'm sure all three of your children are your soulmates, soul family. I can feel it. But let's just see. You read that book before I became High Vibe Tribe member, and I was shook hearing Amanda recommend it. Yeah, I love that book. But yeah, I think Danny might be the one to find this, because we got the divine masculine energy of the King of Swords popping in. And this is the energy of, so this might give us an indication. I'm seeing a timeline now with this one. An indication of when. So air signs. This would be your Libra, Aquarius, and then Gemini. So we are currently still in Libra season for Vedic astrology. So it could be now. I'm thinking most likely it's going to be during Aquarius season. I know I ordered myself another Moldavite, maybe 2 more of these, because I don't have enough Lemurian quartzes. Yeah. I broke my no-buy crystal thing just a couple days early. It'll be here Saturday. But I made it almost the whole rest of September and the whole month of this month. What is it? October. Can't think. Without buying any crystals. I was so proud of myself, you guys. You know what restraint it takes? I just learned that I can't buy them if I'm not looking for them. But if I go looking for them, I end up buying them. So I just pulled back from even looking. All right, so I actually want to get some charms. Let's get some charms in on this. And I want to get a couple of cards also on the plant situation. All right, charms. Okay. We got a lot of charms. We got a banana, a little cluster of bananas, which to me, because in the Green Witch Oracle, this is the duality card. To me, it's very air energy, like maybe Gemini. But also that King of Swords energy, just kind of reaffirming that maybe Danny's gonna be the one to find it. We've got a fish, so maybe someone needs to slap you across the face with a fish. Oh wait, that's me. Goodness me, Spirit's really funny today. And of course, because we've been mentioning Kurt, his whole, satire and funniness, what's the word? Humor, funniness, come on, Amanda, words. Gets involved. So yay, we got that going for us tonight. We've also got the cross. We got Jesus coming in. You can, like Nellie had suggested, asking St. Anthony. That's what this really does represent to me, rather than actually Jesus. I'm really picking this up more as St. Anthony's deal. And then we got bees, busy bees, busy bees. Yes, Boston can get his blanket. I got a text from my husband. I'm gonna let him know. Yes, he can come say hi. And then we got a butterfly. Knew it. I knew we'd get a butterfly in one of your readings. Look at that, Jesse. You got a butterfly. And we got a heart. So that's, again, I'm really seeing, and it's red, just like that lover's card. So I think Danny might be the one to bring this back to you, or find it under the bed, or find it next to a toy or a book or something like that. Yeah, interesting. Let's grab, I want to actually go to the crystal deck to figure out what's going on with these plants, or any words of advice about the plant situation. Come on in, Boston. He's coming to get his blankie. Do you want to say hi real quick?
Hi.
Well, no one can see you.
Hi.
Say hi. I love you. You all ready for bed? Did you read?
Yeah.
What'd you read?
Other books.
No, you can't just read one book at a time. You're like me. Okay. Yeah, I probably won't be live too long tonight, but I don't know, maybe.
Much longer, probably?
Probably about a half hour, maybe up to an hour, if I had to guess. I don't know. We'll see. I love you. But no matter what, I'll still come tuck you in, even if you're asleep. I love you. Lunar says hi, Boston. And Pika says hi. And Lori says hi.
Hi.
Bush slap makes me think of the Amanda Show. Does anyone know that? I remember the Amanda Show, but not that skit specifically. Interesting. Maybe that's why I don't know. I just keep seeing someone just hit someone across the face with a fish. Like, is that from something? Because it seems familiar to me when Spirit showed me that. Interesting. But someone told me recently that my voice sounds like Amanda Bynes. And I was like, I've never heard that before. But I can kind of see why they think that. I mean, I don't think I sound just like her, but like certain tones and inflections of the voice at times do kind of sound like her in a weird way. It's very interesting. Wow, we've got lots. This is so interesting. We've got all blue stones here. Not any of them are labradorite, but they all resonate. Azurite, apatite, and crystal all resonate with these higher chakras, third eye and the throat. Look at that. It's crazy. Azurite, get laser focused. So this is about the plants, though, remember? Interesting take. Talk to your plants. These are all throat chakra communications. Talk to the plants, just like the water crystal experiments with experiments. They're not dumb. Come on, Amanda, they're not mint. Experiments with Dr. Emoto, the water experiments. Talking lovingly to the water made it really beautifully, intricately shaped crystals, very geometric. And when you said mean, nasty things to the water, they froze that, and then they became like really like deformed and not very geometric in comparison to the really glorious, lovely words that were spoken. So you can talk to your plants, and they have actually done studies on plants. Maybe even Google talking to plants, helping plants thrive that aren't doing well. Things like this, you might get some ideas. But get laser focused, really focus. Even if you just take 30 seconds out of your day, every day though, make it like a practice. Maybe even set a little reminder on your phone with an affirmation. Plants love you just like you love them. And then go tell even touch them. Get as many of the sense of your senses involved as you can with the plant. Touch, and you probably don't want to go lick the plant, but touch and verbalize. So that's sight, that's you looking at it, sight and sound, you saying something, and then also you touching the plant. That will really help. And I'm going to do that on my own. I'm taking my own advice from Spirit tonight. Yes. We've also got apatite, get out of your comfort zone. So you might feel like a crazy plant lady just sitting there stroking and talking to your plants. But it's a thing. Maybe you need that. And maybe even these crystals, maybe look these crystals up to help with plants. Apatite. I know apatite literally helps. I know it's spelled differently, but it can help people with appetite, like food appetite issues. Like if they have a very healthy appetite or no appetite, apatite can actually help with that. But this is also a very spiritual stone as well. And then chrysocolla, start fresh. So there may be one or two of your plants that are maybe just a little too far gone that you might actually have to replace the plant and start over. Or else this could just be a new routine. Maybe even looking in, because a lot of people, if they have like 6, 7, 8 different kinds of plants, they'll just kind of water them all the same. But actually, certain plants like less water and other plants like more water. And really, and if you don't know what kind of plants you have, there's like different apps. I'm not sure the names, maybe someone knows, that you can click a picture of the plant and it will go into the app and tell you what you got and how to take care of it. So that might be something you could do as well. So I hope those resonated. On the back deck, we got lapis lazuli, make a decision. So another throat and third eye chakra resonating stone, but mostly third eye with the lapis lazuli there. Interesting. Well, I hope that helps. I do even said sorry to my girls. Oh yeah, the kids have a blast every time they see me talking to them. Well, then just, I guess, up your game a little with that. And, again, with the whole app thing, really looking into what each plant needs, because it might just need something different than its plant brother or sister right next to it. Okay, so the last 3. I got 3. So we got a general read for Clutching My Pearls. Thank you so much for your donation. And thank you as well, Jesse. Yeah, the orchids, they're very touchy. Like, you let them go just a day too long, they're like, okay, I'm dying now. Bye. Check out. Like, that's how that happens. I feel so bad. Yeah. I've never had an orchid, but like I had orchids and orchids. Gosh, man, the words tonight. Orchids. um, and then it was Pika Lee. She donated for 2 questions as well. Or 1 in-depth question. I'm not sure exactly what she donated for. Sometimes people will donate enough for like a more in-depth question, but it kind of covers 2 questions. Depending what she wants to do, we'll do it. So yeah. So, clutching my pearls, my dear, you are next. Sorry about your orchid. My mini rosebush kicked the bucket recently. The deer got my mini rosebush out front, and I was very sad about it because it was such a glorious magenta color, and oh, it smells so heavenly. And I was looking forward to some rose hips. I was gonna make some rose hip stuff, like tea and other little apothecary stuff. I don't get the chance now. Darn deer ate all my rose hips. Really, they ate the roses before they had a chance to get to the rose hip stage. Yeah, they really are the drama queen of the house. I can believe it. I can. Clutching my pearls, clutching my pearls. Well, if she's not here, we can just kind of hold her off till the end, I guess. But I do have her question, so I can timestamp it if we have to. Because I don't know that has anyone even seen Clutching My Pearls yet in the live stream? I don't know that I have. I know she wasn't here right at the beginning, but I sometimes miss people because I don't get to sit and hang out and read the chat all the time. I just kind of piece it together as I go. There she is. Awesome. We'll get right into your question, Clutching My Pearls. Okay. For some reason, we're going in with the Crystal Angels. Get a card. Anything that Clutching My Pearls needs to know tonight, please. Spirit, anything coming forward. Rhodochrosite. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. So even if you haven't been through the ringer lately, maybe there's just some old energy that's come up lately, or you're just kind of feeling like ready, time for a change, or maybe just changing up your own like self-care routine, or just things you've got going on in your life, just wanting to freshen the energy. But it's all about bringing that love and that self-love in to play. And look at that beautiful queen on that card. Isn't she just absolutely stunning? These cards, sometimes I could just sit and stare. Like, oh, I love it. So majestic, such a beautiful High Priestess divine energy. Oh. Let's see. What else does Spirit have for Clutching My Pearls? Ooh. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. Something you've been struggling or juggling, could be interpreted both or either way. Something you've really been even debating between, maybe a little bit of confusion, wondering, what way to go about something. You're going to make the right choice. And also just balancing things out in your life. I'm getting like twofold message coming through with these 2 cards together. What I just said, plus also balancing and leaving time for love, self-love and self-care. Getting your hair did, doing those special things that make you just feel a little bit better about yourself, because that's really going to energetically go a long way in helping you reach your goals and not feel so stuck or stagnant or like you're still like a past version of yourself. Because it's almost like they're just showing me like you've done so much inner work lately that maybe you look in the mirror and you don't quite yet see that inner work reflected on the external yet, but you can kind of bump that up or kind of trip the system and kind of do like a cheat code to get in there by doing something that makes you feel really good about yourself. That can really help, really get you feeling motivated and good about what all work you've done. Oh, you're cutting off a friend. There you go. And even just, not having to stress about like, well, now who am I going to hang out with? Or what am I going to do with my free time? No, you don't have to worry about that yet. Because as you cut out the things that are no longer serving you, Spirit's going to bring you in someone who is just going to be like a soul sister energy, soul brother kind of energy. And because you got the victory card here. So you made the right choice. whatever it was you've been struggling with or deciding or that you actually took action on, it was the right choice. And again, it's going to get you the recognition you deserve or the attention and energy you actually do deserve, rather than someone, because I do feel that this friend really overstepped your boundaries. Maybe it was hard for you even sometimes to set boundaries, or they didn't have your best interest at heart a lot. It was more about them. What can I get from clutching my pearls, rather than how can I serve my friend? How can I connect to my wonderful friend? This person was like, take. But you are getting that victory. And I think, like I said, as you release this person, I do see maybe within the next 2 to 3 months, there's going to be a really close connection coming in for you. Someone that you feel really good. It's almost like the second you meet them, you feel like you could just tell them your whole life story because you feel that comfortable. And that's what you deserve. So let's see what else is going on for Clutch of My Pearls. We've got here a merry motive. Okay, yes. And like with that old friend, maybe didn't have such great motives, but this next friend is going to have great motives. They're going to be someone who surprise you a lot in good ways. They want to take care of you, or like, help you feel nourished and help you bring on that self-love as well. This could even be an existing friend you already have, but because this other friend is out of the way, you now have more time to hang out with this person. If someone's kind of checking in with your little brain there, it could be that person. Just trust your intuition on if this is someone completely new or just someone that you now have time for in your life that's already in your life. And I feel like I'm going to grab a couple charms too. They're out. We might as well have some fun tonight. Shake things up a bit over here. Call of the Muse. Ooh, I love this. So you really are getting inspired. Clearing out this old energy really is serving you in more ways than one. And pairing that up with this victory card, anything creative or that you're really passionate about or excited about, could even be like a new income stream, or maybe even a new job or a hobby, something that really makes you excited to try something new. It's really going to be inspiring. And look at all of these just beautiful, divine feminine energies you've got going on. There's not one male on any of these cards. This is all feminine energy. So if you really have been in your more masculine energy of grinding and trying to accomplish all these things, just pull back your energy and be open to receive for a while. That's really a big theme in my life, I know, and a lot of you guys that are here in the chat, we kind of touched into that in the collective reading, that we're just being called to get in our divine feminine energy of receptivity. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab a couple of charms also. We dropped one to the table. We've already got some action. We've got, ooh, that's cool. So this is a little crescent moon with a star. Look at that. Crescent moon with a star, color blue. I'm really reading this more third eye blue than throat chakra blue. I don't know, maybe you have a difference of opinion there, but yeah, I'm really seeing this as your own, ideas, inspiration from spirit, clairvoyance, claircognizance coming online for you. Oh my God. Jesse's just donating up a storm over here for everybody. Okay, we will get you on the list. So we've got, I think this is called, I think it's the Hamsa symbol, which this is all about protection. And I'm going to actually Google this because, again, I'm not 100% all up to par on some of these symbols, which I think I would do better to get you some Google information than just me wing it. Speaking of winging it, you also have a fairy here. So working with the fae realm or just being more playful. This is, to me, is a very playful energy. And especially with this call of the muse, calling on your guides and angels to bring in that beautiful, playful, divine, feminine, creative energy. But we're going to look up this Hamsa symbol. All right. We're getting the T on the Hamsa symbol. And I hope I'm probably saying that completely butchered and everyone's laughing at me, but you know what? I'm human. Okay, known to bring fortune and fertility. I knew it had a feminine aspect as well. And And in some religions and cultures, primarily spiritual, is protection against the evil eye. Yes. And its most universal symbol is that of unity and protection. And in every representation, the Hamsa hand, or Hamsa, however you pronounce it, is a meaning of protection from evil. So blocking those negative vibes that friend that you cut out may be sending you, or just those nasty thoughts she's got in her head about you, or he's got in his head about you, you're protected. Your guides, you've got it. But if you feel you need to protect yourself in any other way from this friend, feel free to do any protection modalities that you want to employ there. And then the fairy, this is, almost kind of mischievous energy too, but I'm seeing this is on your side. Like you've got this having your back rather than her coming at you with this, because I think anything she's got coming your way, it's just gonna, that talk to the hand, whatever you say to me bounces off something and something sticks to glue. I don't know. You guys remember those old schoolyard things that kids used to say? Whatever you say bounces off. Oh, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever bounces off me sticks to you. Yeah. Whatever you say, it bounces off me, sticks to you. So I actually did talk to the hand. That was a whole other thing. But I just mixed them together. It's a mashup, folks. All right, I'm gonna put that over there so I don't spill it. But I hope that resonated for you. But yeah, you did the right thing. You're protecting your energy much better. And this to me is a very whimsical energy as well. Very fairy energy that we were picking up with that little charm. So a new friend, or maybe even a friend from the past that you're now able to hang out with more, is just going to be more, you're going to have a much more fun and playful time with friends rather than feel like you got to protect yourself constantly from that one friend. So yeah, you did the right thing. Just moving on from that energy of that friend. All right. So now, PayPal. Okay, so that was from Clutching My Pearls. So Pika Lee. So you donated one donation, but is that for 2 questions or a little more in-depth read? Let me know what you want to do. Cool. Yes. Let me get the list updated as well. So yeah, we've got Higher Self Reading, Maria, Patricia, and Danny. And then also Carlos and Miguel. So those are the names. If Ethan can get that for me, that would be great. So we've got Maria, Patricia, Danny, Carlos, Miguel. Okay. There we go. She says, look at the chat. Yes. I hope we got it. So let's see. Past life. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and the last one, I would like a past life reading where me and Danny were together. Awesome. Yes, we will do that. Okay, so let me just reiterate that we got all this covered here. So we got, we got those 3, and then the Carlos and Miguel. Okay, I think we got it. Maria, Patricia, Danny, Carlos, Miguel. Oh, good night, Lunar. Have a beautiful evening. Get some rest. I know you're trying to do some self-care yourself, so do that. We love having you when you're here, but definitely want you to take care of yourself. All right. So Pika Lee, any messages from spirit guides, ancestors? I've been seeing angel numbers very frequently, as well as butterflies. Work has been going fantastic. Oh, yay. That's so good. Such a better fit. I definitely feel that. Oh, yes. All right. What's going on for Pika Lee? Any messages from spirit guides, angels, ancestors, anything else? I'm seeing angel numbers very frequently, as well as butterflies. Yes. Okay. Wow. We've got the Ace of Materials, aka Ace of Pentacles. This keeps coming up. It came up on my window. It was stuck literally to my window. That maple seed. I don't know if you probably maybe missed it. I didn't know if you were here earlier. And also to the list is Jessie. Jessie has a reading that's her and Danny's past life. But the Ace of Pentacles in this deck, I'm not going to find it, I did earlier, is a little maple leaf seed. So anytime I now see the Ace of Pentacles, I think of that, but I saw that. But this has been coming out all night. Like, not every reading, but a lot of the readings coming out. So this is a new beginning, new inspiration, something new you can really take the distance. And also Spirit wanting to offer you something new. But this to me feels like a hobby, or maybe even just really diving into your spiritual practice and bringing it to like the 3D world. And not just like, oh, money and, you know, all the material things, but I'm seeing like your connection to nature. And, you know, because most people read the pentacles as like money and, you know, luxury and all these things, but it doesn't always just mean that. It can mean the actual surroundings of the 3D matrix that we live in, or, you know, 5D matrix. Some of us are checking on into that 5D matrix a lot during the day. But just really being in tune and having a new beginning and a really close connection with nature. I know in a lot of parts of the world, it's kind of coming into late fall and going into winter very soon. Well, I mean, it's not late fall yet. It's like mid-fall right now. And it will be winter soon. So it's like not as comfortable to be outside as it is maybe during the spring and fall and summer. But just connecting with nature in any way you can during the times when you don't feel that deep connection. Like having a grounding mat, or like they have, what are they called? Well, I guess it's just like an earthing mat. Like I have an earthing sheet on my bed. That's amazing. I love it. I feel grounded a lot when I sleep, and when I'm just feeling really like up in the clouds, I'll just go sit on my bed with my bare feet or my arms touching the sheet, and I'm just like grounded. Also, like salt baths or just connecting to water as well. You want to go to that nature preserve as the weather is finally getting cooler in Texas. Oh, you're in Texas. So yeah, you're in a good place where year round you can kind of still enjoy the great outdoors. Well, maybe not so much in the heat of the summer, because that can be pretty stifling. But yeah, like in Montana, the wintertime is kind of a no-go for a lot of outdoor activities unless you're skiing and snowboarding. But even then, like where I live in the mountains, like it can get below 0, and the wind chill can be like minus 57 and like all sorts of craziness. So I always, you know, say when it's safe, be outside if you can. All right. What else wants to come through? They're just really wanting to focus on that connection to the earth and natural, and also within, focusing within your own inner beauty, your own inner guidance, your inner strength. And this to me is the Leo energy in your chart, not like Leo checking back on in, but like your Leo energy in your chart. This is a highlight, and to me it feels very spiritual. We've got the full moon behind her, but it almost looks like a halo, like those old photos. Well, aren't all photos of Jesus and Mary old? Duh, Amanda. But like, you know how it's like the halo look behind them, almost like a sun or a moon, and it looks to halo them. I really just see you leveling up and taking on more of your higher self, which is beautiful. And since we're at it, you know, asking spirit for a message and everything, let's ask also for a message from Achilles' higher self coming on in. Yeah, this is 6 of Swords. You are healing from the past. You've moved on to something new. And this is like your higher self being that bridge from where you were to where you're going. And you're not quite even to the good stuff yet, even though you feel things are really doing well and really going good. Yeah, isn't that just beautiful? I love it. But you're not even as far as you think you can go. And then your higher self's checking in to basically say, yeah, this is just the next little landing, and then I'm gonna bridge you over here. And then landing, and then bridge you over here. Like level up, level up, level up, level up. Like just gonna keep on keeping on. But you're just at the beginning of this spiritual journey, and things are just going to get more amazing, and the synchronicities are just going to get more mind-blowing, and the numbers are just going to be so constant you can't keep up. And this is what your higher self is saying too, that you might even meet some, I mean, yeah, you're here in the Have That tribe right now, but soul family members or people that are more emotionally fulfilling to you than maybe a lot of other people in your life. But even, your close soul sister family members, all of the friends that you have that are really high vibe and, close connections, you're really leveling up those connections even deeper as well. So, I mean, that's really good. Really good stuff coming in. Any other specific message? I'm going to drink water. Tell me about a dream angel, so I'm going to listen. Okay. There we go. Ooh, dress rehearsal. Okay, this is so cool because my own higher self came to me the other day and was like, places, everybody. And I'm like, what is that all about? Like, place? Who says that? Places, everybody. And I heard this is not a drill. There is no more dress rehearsal. Places, everybody. We're doing it. I don't know if you've been feeling that same energy as well. Like, I'm done just, going through the motions or practicing my life. I'm ready to start living and leading my life in a new direction because this is all about alternative course and choices, which you recently have made some choices to kind of alter, your job and, certain relationships that you're just like, nah, I'm over it. And just going in a new direction that really you are the star of the show. You're center stage here, and everybody else is kind of silhouetted behind you. And then everybody else is in front of you watching. Like, you're inspiring so many people. It's like you're up on a stage. Oh, your Chiron is in Leo. Yeah, and that makes sense with this healing of the Six of Swords here as well. But maybe you're really learning a lot online or just connecting with people online too that are really awakening new things in you and helping you receive new downloads of, wow, it's like I'm coming back home to myself. And it's like the dress rehearsal is over because you're ready. Now it's opening night. Like, this is my life. Let's do this thing. I'm ready to show the world what I got. Oh my God, yes, I told myself I'm no longer playing small and in the background. Well, you're not. I mean, look, you're front and center, and you're not like hunched down yourself all like, hi, my name's Pika Lee. Yeah, I'm here. Like, she is just, I'm here, everybody. Like, she has arrived and she is just singing her heart out. She is not holding back. Wow. Powerful messages. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Higher self. What? Yep. Third eye. Purple. And we got clairvoyance. So you've got a lot. Maybe you've been having a lot of headaches or weird little like buzzing, or almost feels like someone's just lightly touching that third eye. Like with me, when mine really started opening a couple years ago, like 5-6 years ago now, it almost felt like, I mean, I got lots of this going on, but like it almost just felt like a hair. And even when I put all my hair up, like, get it out of here, I just, something touching my face. It's like just right there. Not here, not so much here or here, but right around here. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is it? Is there like something crawling under my skin? And then the Linkin Park song, that song Crawling. I don't know if that's the actual name of it, but it's like crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. Or crawling, is it crawling? No, that's Hoobastank, Crawling in the Dark. I'm mixing things up now. But maybe those two songs have messages. Let me see. I think it's like, let me just look it up. I'm just Googling everything tonight. I never do this. Well, rarely. And then I type Google into Google because I'm that extra tonight. Oh my gosh, Linkin Park. Crawling. It might just be Crawling, I think. Yeah, I'll just, hopefully won't get copyright if I just read the lyrics, will I? Crawling in my skin, these wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real. There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface, consuming, confusing. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending, controlling. I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in. Without a sense of confidence, I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take. And they're telling me now that's what you've left behind. That's what we're talking about here. That's what you've left behind. That's where this was. And the higher self helped you across that bridge to something new. And the way higher self helped you through or over is through your emotions. And that's why this is talking about all of that third eye stuff and the feeling and the thinking in that song as well. But yeah, that's so powerful. Holy goodness. But you may even be getting visions or having dreams or just getting downloads of information, not even in just the meditations, but like just I'm walking to my car after work and wow, holy download. Like that's what this is all about here. And she's even wearing purple. Look at that. That's very crown chakra energy. I know it says third eye here, but also third eye and crown, third eye can be purple as well, but like really to me, it's almost like those head chakras really do just energetically almost feel like one great big chakra going on. But then look on the back of the deck. Violet, spirituality, wisdom, and humility, and that is crown chakra energy too. So, like I said, you got them both. And I had this just in my lap face down, picked it up to put these in, and look what we got. Yes! Beautiful purple. And your little icon there is purple. So I don't know if that's like a power color for you right now. I would say it probably is, literally wearing it in that one. But you're also wearing red in this one. I'm just seeing that as you. But it's interesting too because the root chakra is red. The crown chakra is, purple. But you put red and purple together and it makes magenta, right? It makes a beautiful magenta color. So that even together could be, because it's almost like the red of this curtain is like what you're wearing. It's like you're about to unveil yourself. So it's almost like you drop the curtain or take it, move it away and reveal that higher version. Wow. These are powerful messages tonight, but I knew Spirit was going to deliver after the powerful reading I received earlier over on Star Mission Tarot's live stream today. Woo! And my timestamp on her live stream is 48 minutes and 48 seconds. I still haven't looked up that angel number, but it feels significant to me. So I'm going to have to look that up at some point, either tonight or tomorrow. Oh, wow. She actually told me to get some of this. Wow. Rites of passage. She told me to get mugwort in that reading. So this is just, boom, clarifying or confirming, actually, that we're all so connected right now, like telepathically. It's not even funny. Like the synchronicities are so off the chain, it's almost hysterically hilarious right now. Wow. And then past life stuff. You're getting gifts from past life, and you may even have some past life memories surface during your dreams, during meditations, maybe even just walking your car after work. Maybe that's some of the downloads is, I think I had a past life in this place. Or I think in this one past life, this happened. Like you're just getting that information without even like soliciting the information. It's just boom. Right there, dropped right in your lap. Holy cow. Woo! All right, Piccoli, you're just going places. And back of the deck is I put everything away white, which is source, which is divinity and enlightenment. So really major stuff with the spiritual evolution going on. I remember us getting chills at the same time yesterday. In fact, I get chills when you do most of the time. Yep, that's that like soul family or telepathic connection that we've got to each other. Wow. Okay, so that was your next question, is a past life. Yeah, I feel I get memories from past life. Yep, I can bet you do. All right, so what was your exact question about your past life? Powerful. Oh, while you put that out, I'm going to grab a couple charms to wrap this one up, since we did for everyone else. Ooh, yes. Well, we've got a blue circle. So it's like cycles, completing cycles. And starting when I can talk, I promise. So when you complete one cycle, you start another. Kind of like that higher self bridging you to this, then this, then this, then this. It's like one end is a new beginning, one end is a new beginning, over and over and over until we die, which we don't die. We just continue on in a different way. But you've also got a cat, which is, that's that spiritual connection, that Lyra energy. I'm seeing also Lemuria with this as well. Maybe a Lemurian past life is about what we're to dive into. I'm wondering. And this is also about independence, just being that independent queen for a while. Yes. And then butterfly transformation. This one kind of goes without saying, but there's your butterfly. Yes, it just had to be the thing to put the little cherry on top of your reading tonight. Transformation. And I'm hearing too that kind of how that one depiction of in this deck where the higher self was kind of holding, it's like she was holding her still safely. It's almost like after that butterfly comes out of that chrysalis, or right as she's coming out, that crawling song from Linkin Park is you crawling out of that chrysalis, and it's such a struggle. But if anyone were to come in and help that butterfly emerge, it would actually kill the butterfly. The butterfly has to go through the struggle to get out and gain the strength it needs to become the butterfly. So it has to go through its own struggle to get out. And then it can't just take flight right away, but that's where the higher self's got your back. Your higher self's got you, holding you, waiting for you, your wings to dry out, and you to be able to then take flight to the next little bit. And of course, that higher self is always with you, so you don't ever have to be alone anyway. And especially also spirit and your guides as well too. 9:44. I've been seeing 22 and 44 every hour. Yes, I've been seeing them constantly. 22, 44, 23, 32, 12, 21. These are just 12, 12, 10, 10, and 11, 11. Just been following me like crazy. And now the message I think from my higher self today was 48, 48 as my timestamp over on that live stream, that I need to go look up what that means for myself. Okay, so past life. So last week I got a past life for Amala and Linda. Did I know my other two close friends, Anne and Victoria? We're all sort of together in the same past life at one point. These women are like sisters to me. Awesome. Yeah, and then last week I got a past life. Oh yeah, we got it. Okay, so let's find out. We're going somewhere. Where are we going, spirit? Okay, I guess we're going to the everyday witch. Ooh. Wow, that was quick. They said all four of these needed to come out. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Did we not get similar combo last time? Can you remind me? Because I'm for some reason thinking that like we had pregnancy and mothers and happy families and all sorts of stuff. One of them had passed away. Yeah, so it was that life they were involved in. So it's like we're picking up where we left off. Oh my goodness. Or maybe they're just saying that in that life they were also associated. I mean, was it not both of these cards? Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my gosh, but all four of these needed to come out. Maybe you know more than I do, because sometimes, I mean, I don't hold on to a lot of the information that comes through, because once it's through, that's it. Like, it's gone for me. Unless spirit brings it back to me, which they don't always do. So, yeah. So the Empress, this is all about abundance. And then, this is about pregnancy. This is about children, pregnancy and children, motherhood, all of this. So I do see close family ties, and that's why they do feel like sisters. I am seeing a more magical, this to me does feel like Lemuria. So not that life that was probably way more recent with the loss of that youngest child. Was that the same reading that the daughter was killed or something? I don't know. Maybe I'm mixing these up. Spirit's not clarifying that, because they're telling me that really isn't that important, because they're wanting to go a new direction now. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong there. This was Lemuria. This was you guys. So you had like a tribe or like a little community. Yeah, okay, 1746 Poland. Okay, interesting. 1746. Yeah, I didn't even remember the year. Wow, yeah. Interesting stuff. Wow, I love this stuff so much. But yeah, it doesn't always, and spirit doesn't always come back in to say yes, this and this, unless they do. Like with, I think it was Katie R's reading with the frostbite and the missing toes and stuff like that, like picked up again, like months later. It was interesting. But I actually see Lemurian, and you guys, this was kind of toward the end of Lemuria, or the fall of Lemuria, where you, they're showing me like 6 friends. So you and then 5 others. So I don't know if that, I think that kind of just includes 5 total. So there might be even one more friend of yours, or people, someone that all of you kind of know in this life that was also in that life. But I'm actually picking up a male energy with that one. In this life, they're a male in this life, maybe possibly a brother. So if there's a brother of one of your friends, it's also a friend of yours in this kind of circle of friends. It's him that they're really showing. or if there's if one of your friends has a brother that you also maybe even were friends with him first and then met his sister and became friends with her too, it's him. That's who they're talking about in this life. They're showing that you guys were actually actual family, like a full family, like father, a mother, daughters and sons, like all of you leaving your place because your friend's boyfriend Jordan. Yeah, it could be. It could be if that resonates because they're showing me that he's actually a friend of yours as well. So if that resonates, yeah, could be boyfriend, could be brother, someone very close to one of your friends. Yeah. But they're showing me that you guys had to leave and there were these scrolls. But they weren't like scrolls like on paper, but more like I guess you could say like crystals, like crystal scrolls or something you would tune information into to then transfer it somehow else, almost like a USB drive or a hard drive, something like that, but like Lemuria, Lemuria times. They're showing me something kind of like, clear, but like sheen, but it had information encoded into it. And they're showing me, yeah, it was crystalline or crystalline based, but it wasn't considered a crystal. God knows what that could be because they're showing me like blank slate, like it doesn't really exist in this reality, although it could, but the technology just it's not available until we're more in a fifth dimensional consciousness because this kind of technology they're showing me could actually be abused for hurting people. But what happened is you guys had stolen, and stolen is a very loose term here because this was actually something you were protecting. You took it back from the wrong hands, which was this person who was getting a little bit too much power because back in those Lemurian times, for the most part, everybody knew how to treat each other and, it was kind of a self-governing society until it wasn't. And there were certain people that were getting ego trips and power struggles and wanting more power and wanting to rule and, ego and all sorts of things, like in the descent from a fifth dimensional consciousness to third dimensional consciousness. You guys took off in the night, this family. They're showing me you were one of the older sisters in this family. The friend that was the boy in this life, he was actually the mother in that life, which is very, very interesting. I can get real confused real fast with all these. She was a he was a she, and then this, and then that. But, the other sisters, one was a father in this life. What else do we have? We've got a little brother who was maybe 3 years old. That was the youngest one. And they're showing me a name that starts with a V. Did you say Victoria or like a V? They're showing me like V for victory. Okay, Victoria. Okay, Victoria was the little 3-year-old boy. Yeah. Oh, you're close with your little brother. Okay, let me see. They're really not saying, yeah. I think it's more Jordan. That name really does ring with them. So either this other person, friends of yours, have a brother named Jordan, or just that name, they're like, ding, 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 we have a winner. So I think it is Jordan. Yeah. So you guys took these two, and these things still exist. I mean, it's not selenite, but it's very cylindrical. And it can be solid cylindrical, but like just the intention to unroll it like a scroll is like what they're showing me. Would unroll it and then it can be read, like, but not like words on a page, but like codes. And just, this information getting or staying in the wrong hands was very detrimental. So you guys took it out. And actually they're showing me that this stuff still exists, but again, vibrationally speaking, this still exists. It's in the ocean. It's not anywhere anyone's going to get to in this, current lifetime of, the next probably 100 years or so, because vibrationally speaking, even if the earth does ascend to a more fifth dimensional consciousness or vibration, the way that the world is now situated with the ocean and stuff, it's still underwater. But it's okay because when these are meant to be uncovered and discovered, they will actually fall into hands that are capable and aren't going to completely, dismantle this. This is, this Lemurian energy is not just meant for anyone. And even if somehow, some way, divers today went and found that, they wouldn't see anything because dimensionally it's hidden from this vibration, almost like we can't see it. But when you're of a high enough vibration, it's 8:55 on my clock. When you're of a high enough vibration, you can actually see this stuff, feel this stuff, hold this stuff. Hello, Monica, welcome. Wow. Hello, Lisa. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. I want to get, because they're telling me this is something important with your relationship in this life, is just holding the information you get from each other as sacred, not gossiping, because you guys just aren't about that life. You guys are all about, holding each other's secrets and vulnerabilities very safe and protected and guarded, almost like family would do. But not like dysfunctional, like family like we know today, but like Lemurian family. Like there's just these certain bonds that can never be broken in the Lemurian family way. But let's just see. What does this mean for this life for people? Anything that wants to come through? They're showing me there were maybe even a couple other people that in this life that were also in that family. It was a big family. And not just like mother, father, and brothers, sisters, children, all that, but like aunts, uncles, cousins, like extended family, and then like tribal friends that felt like family, and you guys were just basically one big family. And there are still a lot of them that aren't incarnated in this life, but they're helping behind the scenes from beyond the veil. But yeah, believe in the impossible, which really is interesting with all that scroll talk and codes and how it's hidden. Like, it's so beautiful. But wow, yeah, blue moon. I hope you're doing well, Monica. I hope you did not get that stomach bug. I really didn't want you to have to endure that. It's not fun. So hopefully you're feeling well today. Can't stay tonight because my phone is almost dead and I'm uploading last night's video to my page, but I wanted to come send my love. Well, we received your love. Thank you so much. Yeah, we went in. Monica delivered an amazing video and contribution, and we all collaborated together over on Patreon last night for it was like shadow and healing and the energy of Scorpio season, and we went deep. I mean, tears for days over there. We had like basic mentorship sessions going on at the end there. It was beautiful. Wow. Okay. Let's see. We've also got don't let pride get in your way, which I'm not seeing this as the fact that you guys would let egos take over, because like I said, Lemurian family, but this is just letting you know, like that lion pride. Like no one gets in the way of your pride, of your family. You guys are protected and bound together by like that Lemurian love, right? The double L, Lemurian love. And you don't let pride get in the way. This isn't like a warning. This is like a statement. We don't let pride get in our way. This is not a warning. Like, don't let it get in your way. No, this is a statement, not a warning. That's how I see it. Wow, and you got 2 full moons here. So I think you really can feel that Lemurian energy during the full moon, which we just experienced a full moon not long ago. We have the new moon coming up, and then the next full moon, this is interesting. The next full moon is a lunar eclipse, and it's happening, it's in the sign of Taurus in Western astrology. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to fall in Vedic astrology, but yeah, it's going to be a very powerful moon. I can already feel it. It's happening on Wrigley's birthday, little Wrigley, who helped me start the live stream today. All right. So I hope that resonated. How interesting. Yes, full moon came out in my last reading too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So cool. So interesting. And interesting too, you had the 6 of Swords in your reading we just did right before this. So past life reading, you got 6 of Swords, and this life. So I think some of that healing you're doing in this life is, from past life stuff that you're still working through. Okay. All right, what do we got going on here? So I'm going to put that one in backwards. Okay, so now that I didn't ask Maria, Patricia, Carlos, or Danny for permission before I asked you for their reading, so I'll take it for me. Okay, cool. We can do that. So wow, that's really amazing. Recently helped one of my friends move to her first apartment, and we all supported her while she was going through family drama. Yeah, that's so beautiful. That's exactly that vibe I get. Is you guys are just all for one and one for all. It's very much like that movie, Now and Then. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's from the 90s. It's got like Christina Ricci and Gabby Hoffman and Thora Birch. They're my age. They're all my age. But yeah, I loved that movie growing up. And then the adult versions of them were like Rosie O'Donnell, Rita, the one that's married to Tom Hanks. I always forget her last name. Rita Wilson, that's her last name. And Demi Moore and Melanie Griffith are like the older versions of those younger girls. Such a cool movie. So that to me is almost like past life, but like past in this life for them and that. But it's almost like I'm reading this as past life to this life for you guys. How cool. All for one and one for all. They said that in that movie. That's why it came to my mind. Speaking of which, I haven't seen that movie in a hot minute. I love that movie. Love it. Why are 90s movies some of my favorite? I don't know. Yeah, it's just called Now and Then. Yeah, just Google it or go watch the YouTube trailer. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I need to see this. It's so cute. It's set in like the 70s. Oh, my type of movie. I love it. All right. You watched all the videos today on your Wednesday What If playlist for Monica. Yes, isn't that so cool? I've seen some that have come through. But I didn't go back and like watch her backlog of stuff. I probably should at some point, but yeah. All right. So Jessie, what would you like to ask in exchange for all of what you've donated tonight? Because you've donated for, let's see how many questions we've got here. So since Pika Lee, we've got 3, 4, 5, wait. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, it went away. You've donated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 readings. And yeah, 6 readings. So, oh, Nellie can go first. Oh, did Nellie donate? Did I miss something here? I might be losing my mind. Okay, so I got Jessie, Clutcher by Pearls, Pika Lee, Jessie. So I don't know if Nellie had sent a donation. I don't know. I could go log into PayPal. If you did send that, Nellie, let me know. Oh, she replaced. Okay, look at that. How sweet. Well, Nellie, go ahead and post your question, my dear. We're going to get into it. So sweet, Jessie. You're the best. You also donated for Lori tonight. What a sweetheart. Not all the time, but just because I do have quite a list going. I did a collective reading at the beginning. Sometimes I will, sometimes my wonderful high vibe tribe here will donate for people. And then other times Spirit will just call out a random free question mosh pit. That hasn't happened in a while. Just because I'm so busy with the donations that like having time to do a bunch of free readings, I just don't have the time anymore. But I do try to do at least a collective reading at the very beginning, which I did on this live stream. If you just want to scroll all the way back to the beginning and watch the collective reading, there could be a message in that for you. Yeah, Jessie gave one to me. There we go. I've been thinking a lot about things I could do to earn extra income, and I'm really at a loss. I've already been trying to manifest as well. But I don't know what actions to take to bring this to me. The sooner the better, to be honest. So any guidance from Spirit guide, Spirit, my higher self on this. Yes, let's get into the Urban Tarot. All right. Any messages for Nellie about extra income streams? Just anything she needs to know about it. Maybe some specific ideas. Just anything Spirit wants to highlight. Wow. So we've got the Sun here. So I don't know if you actually have children. Or maybe there's an idea you have that could benefit children. I'm really seeing with this kind of honeycomb, like hexagon shaped stuff, it's like working together or working with a community or group of people to help possibly children. And there may even be something that starts out like as a volunteer position that like this is a possibility. This is not like the actual timeline of things, but like a possibility is something you would volunteer for would then become a paid position because of just how amazing you are at it. But it feels very creative to me, whatever it is, or you're finding creative solutions to problems if there's more of like a social working aspect to it. But I feel there is this need for you to feel more creative, or to tune more into your soul, your higher self, just to see what feels good for you. Because you want to make your money doing something exciting. But also, I'm getting like an Uber Eats or like an Uber or Lyft, like something like that. That's like quick money, and yeah, you're kind of on call because someone needs a ride, and you never know when that's going to be. But that could be maybe even meal delivery. But whatever this thing is, and there may even be. Well, I'm not saying you're not welcome. I mean, I do a lot of free readings here. I just already have done them tonight. So we're 2 hours and 5 minutes in. So I've been live a while. But yeah, I mean, I go live twice a week and give out plenty of free readings. So, there is this thing called energy exchange too. So, maybe I'm not the channel for you, which is totally fine. But anyway, yes, Nelly, this is all about like coming in very soon. So you are going to have an idea very soon. It's very swift moving energy, whatever is coming for you. I'm seeing too, there might be like, yeah, I keep seeing like art. Could even be like cleaning services. I mean, look at that. That place looks like it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of little things you can do for money that really, like, these two don't really feel very fulfilling. It's like, yeah, I could do it, but like, doesn't really excite me. Oh gosh, I have done that before. DoorDash and Uber Eats. I don't like it though. So yeah, that's exactly what this energy here is. It's like, yeah, it's quick money, but like it's mindless work. It's not very enjoyable. But like if you're in a pinch and need a quick buck, there it is. So I guess this would be like plan Z, like fallback, back burner kind of stuff. Yeah, I know, Jesse. Some people just have this sense of entitlement that I just don't understand, because I would never go to someone else's channel and just expect someone to, do things for me for free. I don't know. I definitely need to change out my thumbnails. That's probably not, I mean, I still do give free readings. It's just not all I do anymore. I mean, I started out, doing only, I mean, they were always people donating, sometimes 99 cents, but I would still give them a 10-minute reading. Like I've gone through the paces. I've done the thing. But look, we've got positivity. So keeping a really positive mindset with, keeping it open to spirit, Nelly, like what is meant for me? What could I really thrive and enjoy doing? And also be able to pay my bills, because, on the 3D matrix, we got to also pay our bills. It's like a thing. It's a thing we need to do. So, just putting it out there to the universe, like whatever is suited for me, I'm open. And maybe even writing these down, because that really does ground that energy into fruition. Like, that is taking a thought and taking an action and grounding that thought into reality on a piece of paper. Yes, you haven't taken action on it yet, but like, it's way better off than it was as just this random thought flying by. It's almost, the spirit's now showing me like a little dandelion puff. You blow the puff, and then the little seed just floating on by. That's a thought. But is that grounded? Is that planted? No. But you write that down, you pluck it out of the sky, and you're holding it like, what can I do with this? Should I plant it? Should I blow it away? What should I do? It's just beautiful. Like, that's what they're showing me, is you writing it down, is you being very thoughtful. Like, what could I do with this? So just putting that vibe out there. I'm ready. I'm ready for a new direction. I'm ready for something. You may even get ideas in your dreams, because we've got a dream catcher here. We've got feathers. So maybe even finding feathers, spirit sending you feathers. And even the number 40, which lets you know spirit's got your back. You're supported. And it's very Ace of Pentacles energy too, like with the little vision they gave me with the little dandelion puff of the seed. Like, what can I do with this? And also marigolds. Marigolds are not just positivity, but like you can plant marigolds with your tomatoes and keep the bugs away. It's like a natural repellent of the bugs that like to get on tomatoes and, little pests with tomatoes. So instead of killing all the bugs, just plant something next to it that, would repel. So it's almost like, energetically speaking, instead of, spraying a bunch of toxins around and be like, I don't want that. It's almost like you're setting yourself up energetically for like spirit to come to you with some amazing information instead of just like, I know that's not for me, and like really focusing on what's not for you, but like leaving it open to what is for you. I think that's Capricorn. Correct me if I'm wrong. Capricorn season is still yet to be had this year going into next year. It's kind of Christmas time for Western astrology going into, what do you call it? January. See, words are hard tonight. But as far as Vedic astrology, it's even later. It's like February going into March. Probably January going to February, actually, now that I'm thinking. Yeah. Because it's about a little less than a month behind with Vedic and Western astrology's difference. But whichever one you resonate with best, that's what I'm going to say is your time frame for when you're really going to have some decent action taken in that direction, which is cool. I'm excited about that. And then on the back of the deck, we've got divination. So pairing up, with the dreams, you might be getting dreams about these things, about ideas, but also just, I don't know if you have your own oracle deck or maybe even just, I guess, getting advice right here. This would be considered divination right this second, what we're doing. But we've got a number 14, which adds up to 5. So you're going from the 4 to the 5. So you are progressing. You are progressing. And also we've got, Scorpio, which we are in Scorpio season. So how I see this progression, even though they're kind of on the backwards cards of each other, it's almost like between Scorpio and Capricorn season. So you've got Scorpio season, you've got Sagittarius season, then Capricorn season. So you've got about 3 months worth of time where you're really figuring some stuff out. But it's after you setting that intention. And the new moon actually happens on November 4th next week, Nelly. So that's a great time to set new intentions, to write out, I am ready. Even if you don't know the name of the job you want to go after or the thing that's going to bring you the money or the income, just write out to spirit. I am ready for you to reveal my next endeavor. And it's 911. I see that twice a day, every day for weeks now. I cannot escape 911, but it's got a beautiful message. It's not all doom and gloom like 911, call 911. No, it's actually a really beautiful message. And hope. Yeah, what a beautiful message. Hope. We got hope on the back of the deck. So have hope, have faith. Set these intentions because I do see something good coming for you. Let's just see if we can get a little taste of what this might actually be from the Life Purpose Oracle over here. We've got infinite abundance. So whatever it is, it's going to be abundant for you. And it says you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. And again, with all this abundance here, I don't think you're going to have to settle for any one thing and then just let that be the thing. Like you might have multiple ideas and multiple good ideas that, maybe for a while, one of them will be a priority, but then you can, as one's kind of planted and starting to bloom, you can plant another seed, kind of like I've done with Patreon and my live streams and then my other channel. I didn't put all my eggs in just that one channel. I'm kind of branching out and diversifying a little bit so that when things are really hitting the fan over on my main channel right now and there's just no money coming in, at least these other income streams are carrying me as I go through that. So like that's an idea. Also, we've got writing. So you're really good at writing, or maybe that's a talent you haven't really tapped into yet. But it says you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So maybe like starting a blog or writing a book. You can write and sell articles. I mean, there's lots of different writing gigs you can do, ghost writing. I don't, lots of things with writing. I'll just kind of leave that open-ended. There's a lot of things you can do with writing. So that might be a few little ideas, nuggets of information about exactly what's going on and what you can do exactly. But on the back deck, you also have spiritual teacher. So the words that you write and the words that you say, Nelly, they do have power and you really are a good influence on people. So I think that could be just keeping it out there for the spirit. Just like, give me an idea of something that I can use my words, use my voice to help others and to, healing on the back of the deck, to maybe even heal others, maybe Reiki healing or energy healing, just healing with your beautiful energy. It's really awesome. Oh, writing is something you've been thinking about. Well, there you go. Actually, November is National Novel Writing Month, or NaNoWriMo, as they call it. I don't know, maybe looking into NaNoWriMo just to see if you want to write a novel in 50,000 words in 30 days of November. There you go, Jessie and Nelly, the Jessie and Nelly show. How cool. Yeah, I'm still taking donations. We are here for it. Absolutely. Welcome, Sully. Sully, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to catch up on these really quick. And then Jesse, if you have your questions, you got questions. You can go ahead and post your first question out of all the questions you've paid for. Aw. Lori deleted the message from the person. Oh, Lori. Looking out for everyone. Your readings are so thorough, loving, and energetically kind. I think you should charge more. You know, I do with my like one-on-one private readings, but you know, when I'm live, I don't know. I just wanna give everybody everything. I wanna give everybody as much as I can energetically. Because you know, a lot of this work does drain the physical body. So I do try my best to take care of myself. I feel so good connecting to spirit, but then there is this period after being connected to spirit so long that I crash. So like I have to justify the pricing a little bit sometimes. But back when I was just allowing by donation only, I mean, there were people sending me 40 cents, 99 cents, you know, and I would still give them a very thorough read because, you know, it's what I'm doing. But yeah, I do appreciate when people can appreciate that and see the actual energetic exchange that's being had because, you know, money is currency and, you know, what I'm channeling and the energy coming through is currency as well. So it's like exchanging. You guys are awesome though. I have some amazing high vibe tribe friends here and soul family members. You guys are the best. Oh, you've wanted to be creative lately too, trying to connect to spirit about it, but I feel like I'm blocked somewhere because messages are sporadic. It feels like, yeah, and just embracing that, you know, because a lot of times when we start resisting, like, why don't I hear more? I should be doing better. Am I not doing enough? You know, we start beating each other. We start beating ourselves up. And then spirit's like, oh, wait, we're going to give her a minute to figure this out. Because I've been there. I have been there myself. And the more you just practice, and you're open to it and you know you do the best you can just being a good human being, like things really start changing for the better. Yeah, and you know there is that saying nice guys finish last, but really it's starting to become the opposite because the energy shifted so much on this planet in the last few years, if not just even the last few months, that nice guys are actually finishing on top more often than not right now. And those seeds you've planted and the hard work you've put in the past is going to start karmically paying off for you in a good way very soon. Like all of us, like it's happening. It's already happening. You do enough. Don't feel like you need to give anything to people like that. I'm sure him leaving will bring more beautiful and grateful souls. Yeah. Again, just, you know, whoever's here, it's like energy exchange as well. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, totally worth the price. Thank you so much, Pika Lee. Oh my God, that's a marigold. I think one of my spirit guides is named that. Well, there you go. There's some confirmation that your guides are with you to help you with this. I'm just catching up on these. I love it. Found a feather last night on my kitchen counter. I sent it to Amanda. Yeah, let me show the picture. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's so like almost labradorite looking. That's what that reminds me of, Jesse. Let me find the picture. I'll just open the picture. Like the top part of the feather almost looks like labradorite. It's very multicolored. Yeah, we got the glare. It's not happening very well. You kind of see the pretty multicolored like along the top here. Oh, it's so cute. I don't know if we can darken it. Well, I just made it leave. There we are. I don't know. It's hard to see, but it's so pretty. Like right here, I can even see blues and purples kind of going down. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, spirit sends feathers. Spirit sends all sorts of amazing things. Holy cow. If it's a collective have a hard time the last few months. I can't wait for February 2022. Yeah, and I actually even got in my reading today with Star Mission Tarot. I was going to call her Soul Mission Tarot. Star Mission Tarot. She told me February is going to be a really big month for me with love and, you know, just soul family love. I can feel it. Even just like the raising the vibration. I see 22222. I keep seeing 222 everywhere as well. And just February 22nd, 2022 was going to be like a big day, which I don't know why. It's 2 days after Kurt Cobain's birthday. I know that much, but yeah. And one day after my grandma's birthday. All right. Oh, you do have many Oracle and Tarot decks. Well, maybe just start practicing with them just to try to get some guidance for yourself. Just see what you can do. And writing, yeah, we saw that. Okay, cool. And Sully donated. We will get you on the list as well. And Ethan, add you to the list as well. So Jesse, like your crystal, it does look like the crystal. That's very labradorite looking. Awesome. Yeah, I know you want to find it. Well, put that intention out there, and you will. I know you will. And maybe Danny's going to be the one to find it. So just tell Danny to look for it. Maybe he'll just find it randomly. Danny, will you be a dear and just go find my crystal? Well, where is it? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you to find it. Well, where did you have it? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you to find it. Oh, that's going to be your dynamite day. Well, I think that whole month is going to be a dynamite month for all of us. I can feel it. All right. So Maria, Patricia, Danny, Carlos, we're going to combine that into whatever questions Jesse wanted for her instead. So whatever questions you want, just fling them at me. We'll get into it, Jesse. And then Sully, and then Ethan. And also, too, if you didn't want to ask all those tonight, we can definitely hold you over for Saturday or apply that money toward whatever. If you want to go that route, because, you know, if you're kind of overwhelmed, like, now I don't know what to ask, we can totally, we can totally space it out if we have to. Oh, you posted it. Okay. Did I miss it? Oh, let's do past life with Danny to see if I get any insight on what is the karmic things I need to work on with him in this life. I love it. Let's get into it. So that'll be our starting point. And then whatever else you want to do, well, they're either combined or acting as separate questions for Jessie, or can apply to future whatever she comes to me with for Jessie, whatever she wants to do. We'll leave that up for Jessie. So I will tune in to this past life with Jessie and Danny, and especially one that's got some karmic stuff where they were together as romantic in that life and what it's bringing to this life. Or if it's not a romantic connection in a past life, because I don't want to completely close it off, Spirit. If it's not a romantic connection in a past life, how is it relating to their romantic connection in this life? That's how we'll word this. Of course, Spirit already knows what's going on. Okay. All right. Ooh. Interesting. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So this is going to sound really... So you were the man in this relationship and Danny was a female in this relationship. So they're showing me you were... So we've got here, this is interesting. So we got the Prince of Wands, the Queen of Cups, but we've got journalists and therapists. But I'm actually combining these energies together, the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. You... Jessie, you were a professor, and I'm seeing like, I heard Cambridge University, but I'm actually seeing, which that would be in like Boston area, I think, Massachusetts. But they're actually showing me that this was in England. So I don't know. It's interesting because I know Cambridge, at least I think. Maybe there's also a Cambridge in the UK. I don't know. Or England. I don't know. They're showing me Cambridge, but then they're like, over here, we're over here. So maybe it's a university that predates Cambridge that was very prestigious, because I still think Cambridge is very prestigious, even though it's not Harvard or Yale or any of that, but still very prestigious. Ivy League, I would assume it's considered Ivy League. So you were like an Ivy League professor, but in what we know now is England. Okay, they're telling me it was like in the 1820s. But Danny, was not a student, because they're showing me like if there were female students, there weren't many. I'm really just seeing male students all over the school, like walking the halls, doing all these things. But you did have, as Danny, was a young, like you were in, okay, so like 32. Show me 32, which is interesting because you're 32 right now. Oh, wow. And the number 32 has been really crazy for me. I don't know why. But you were 32. And Danny was 19 in this life. He was the girl, but he was actually working kind of as like a secretary or like an assistant, lots of typing. Writing, I'm seeing writing. I don't know when the typewriter was invented, so I don't know if they're showing me typing like that he was actually typing, or um, if they're just showing me like basically transcribing what you're saying, writing things down. Um, but this was considered kind of a scandalous relationship because you, Jesse, were actually married. You had one son with this wife, and the son was actually 13 at the time of you being in this relationship with Danny. Danny's 19, you're 32. So 32 minus 13, you would have been 19. Oh, so interesting. So the difference between you is 19 years and you have a 13-year-old child too. So when you were 19, you had your child with your wife. You guys got married when you're 17 is what they're showing me. But you were like this prestigious professor. And you know, for the times and everything, you really did like have a prestigious place like in society, like people in the community really looked up to you. But it hit the fan when you actually were caught by one of your students coming in and seeing you and Danny doing some things that you shouldn't have been doing in your like office area. And of course that student was like, oh, sorry, and just like walked away. And like for a few weeks, you and Danny are both like, oh my gosh, is the student gonna tell? And actually, yeah, the student did tell, but he didn't tell like he didn't like go tell like the dean or you know whoever's in the top of the universities back then. I don't even know if they're the same thing, but he told one of his friends who was actually friends with your wife, and that friend's mom told your wife. And she, your wife, I'm gonna see if this wife, because they're not showing me. Sometimes they're elusive with these things, so it might not even matter. This wife might be someone in this life. Let's just see. I'm not getting a read, so it might just be someone who's not incarnated in this life. Yeah, I don't think this person that was your wife in that life is associated in this life. So that's kind of null and void. But just the energy of this really pissed off wife, breaking dishes, you know, how dare you ruin what we have, and which wasn't much because it was mostly a marriage for looks rather than like an actual love connection. Spirit, gross. Spirit's like they hadn't had sex almost since the youngest or the one son that they had, the 13-year-old was born, but like it had been years. Because she was very set in her ways, which was really interesting for the times. Usually the women were very, not all women, but very submissive, but this woman really wore the pants around the home. But the son actually was glad when this relationship dissolved or broke up or whatever happened. Because of course you and Danny did go on to have 3 of your own kids in that life. Of course you did move. Okay, yeah, there we go. So you did move. You left England and came to the US. I don't know when Cambridge was established, but they're showing me there was a university that you did work at. So it might have been Cambridge. If it's not Cambridge, it's something in the area of Cambridge, because Massachusetts is where you decided to come. But you brought your son and you brought your 3 younger kids, and of course Danny, your new wife. Well, wasn't new. Well, here's the thing. The kids came after, but I'm like, you brought the whole family. They all came over because they were born in the US, not the son. And I think there was one older son that was actually born, which is Maria in this life. Very cool, very interesting. So I don't know if she like calls Danny dad or wishes he was her dad. I don't know. But maybe there's a connection between them because she actually was his daughter. He was her mother in that life. And then you had 2 more sons. But it's, okay, so it went, no, because Maria was a boy. So yeah, there are 4 boys total, no girls. So, but Maria in this life, see, this is where I get myself confused. Yeah. Oh, the son feels like it was Adrian. Let me see. They're not really showing it to me for some reason. But let's just ask. But they definitely are saying that oldest born son with you and Danny was Maria. The son, the older, the 13-year-old son, Yeah, very full energy. Could be Adrian. Let's see. Let's feel into this. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Trust your intuition on that, because there is a recovery happening in this life where maybe, just maybe, the father of Adrian just decides to just deck on out and just stay out, and Danny may even end up adopting him in this life. Like, that's a potential right now. That's a possibility in a future timeline. Oh, they're both Scorpios. Yay, that's so cool. Let's just get one more just general thing of what is this teaching you in this life. It could even just be because, overcoming the previous relationship you had with your wife in that life, and actually finding what you were looking for with Danny as your wife later on in that life. That could just be that you finally found what you're looking for. But let's just see what this means for your relationship with Danny in this life. What is this past life showing? Pointing out. Yeah, I like it. Independence. But this is not relying on the other person to fulfill you. It's like you, even though you were married and had a wife at home, you were just working on you and leveling yourself up and learning new things, and just really not focusing on the romantic connection with the wife, because there really wasn't one. I mean, you brought your son in, and that was pretty much the karmic connection you had, and there was really no spark with you and the first wife in that life. So you really were independent. But this, I think, in this life is teaching you that, yes, even though Danny's there, you deserve to have your own spiritual practice, your own, leveling yourself up and not relying on him to provide that love that, you're giving yourself first and then getting also from him. But let's just get one more from this deck as well. Yeah, because we got sun and moon energy here too. So masculine and feminine energy, mother and father energy as well. This one. And appreciation. How cute. And this is like a mating ritual here. So it's almost like this one's just kind of like, yeah. This one's like, I'm trying to impress you. So let's just read it. I appreciate the unique ways other people show their love rather than compare their ways with my ways. And that's a big theme that you're going through right now, is you want the love the way you would give the love, but that's just not the way that he loves you. He loves you in his way. So that's really like what we've been working with. Then I appreciate myself for maturely putting up with people who just can't seem to show love the normal, obvious, universally accepted way. Good job for both of us. So it's like you're appreciating him for who he is and what he does bring to the table, and still maintaining some of your independence with just really learning. Yes, mic drop. Once again, mic drop. There's been a couple of those tonight. I love it. I love when we drop the cards and the mic. But yeah, just really focusing on your independence. And then also there's this element of reliability, because in that life, of course, you cheated on your wife to find the love of your life, which was Danny. And I don't see you have done that in this life, but just feeling that maybe, just it's too good to be true. I'm going to sabotage it, like kind of energy, but just being reliable, relying on each other, yet maintaining your independence as well, but knowing you can lean on each other. It's all a big theme. But yeah, I am reliable. When I say I'll do something, I take whatever that something is seriously. So that is basically being impeccable with your word, saying what you mean, doing what you say you're going to do, saying no when you want to. That's also very important for both of you, to be able to say, no, I really don't want to. And that being enough. Like, no, like, let me make up an excuse, or let me find out, 50 reasons why I don't want to. No is enough. And learning to respect each other's boundaries as well. Because I think that's a thing that we're very invaded, especially in your past relationships. Well, and his. We're just, your boundaries were really invaded. Especially you, but I'm seeing him as well. All right. So I hope that resonated. Very cool. Very scandalous. But also romantic. Because you finally found love. And it was with Danny, but he was a woman and you were a man. Oh, so cool. All right. So up next, we've got Jesse's next question. So let's see. Because we've still got 4 more questions for Jesse. Am I miscalculating? Let me know. if you don't have ideas for all these questions, you know, we can hold these over or just apply it to something. Let us know what you want to do. And then we've got also Sully is still on the list. Yeah. Jessie has carried the live stream with all her donations tonight. What a sweetheart. Okay, let Sully post her question, and I'll ask 2 more questions after that and save the rest. That sounds perfect. Okay, Sully, go ahead and post, my dear. I'll get right into that for you. I'm going to grab the Everyday Witch. Yes, we are. Oh, already got one flying out. I think it was the Queen of Wands. It landed face down, but I guess we'll see. Nope, I was wrong. But weird, the Queen of Wands is actually on the bottom. That was weird. But I just saw a flash of red, and I know she's wearing a red dress, so I thought Queen of Wands. But Queen of Wands is on the other side of the deck. How cool. Alright. Okay. I would like to know how Philip truly feels about me after separation. Is he happy without me? Okay, let's really tune into Philip's energy. See how he's feeling. Yeah, I think he's doing fine. I think there are some sad moments, but like he's seeing a new lease on life. And it's not that you were a bad person or he was a bad person. It's just you guys have, I think, different long-term goals, or there's something vitally different about you that just in the long run isn't going to mesh well for a very stable connection long term. So I think it was the best move that you did separate. Although it can feel sad, like, oh, I wish he missed me more. I think he does, but he's seeing that this is a clean break, a new beginning for both of you. I do still see there are feelings there, but he's just really wanting to work on himself. So I don't know. Was there some sort of, oh, he left you for someone else? I was just going to say, was there some sort of deception here, cheating? Yeah, I'm still here. We're kind of getting to the tail end of things, though, so there's that. But yeah, deception, maybe some lies. So he does feel this new lease on life, but there are, like, again, there are still feelings there. So it's not like he completely left you and was just on to the next and the end. No, he still thinks, like, I think he still stays up at night thinking about you. I think that he might even stalk your social media, or maybe has called your phone a few times and hung up, like, just after like 1 ring or 2. Even before like a voicemail would come on, but he's doing it from like, I don't know, like a private number, or like maybe going to somewhere with a public phone that he can use just to see. Interesting. Woo. Yeah, but you know, this to me really feels like your energy, like you're gonna move on. But again, this is my internet card, so I think he is checking on social media of yours. Maybe you've been checking on social media of his, just kind of creep in, just see what's going on, which there's nothing wrong with that, because, you know, it's part of the healing process, I think, but not getting so caught up in it that, like, it's part of your daily routine. Like, let me go check the social media and just continue with that, because I think a clean break is probably for the best, just because, again, long term, there's something that was fundamentally not going to support a long-term relationship, which can be really hard to hear, but it's almost like the full light of his true colors came online when he found someone else and left. Like, you intuitively maybe even knew before that something like that was going to happen, because with this moon, this is a very intuitive message coming in. But you are going to be able to heal from this and actually find someone much more suited for your energy that has a long-term, like, capability to be with you, because you have more similar values and just direction in life. Like, you're going the same way with someone new. Let's see. Yeah. Possible twin flame, but definitely a soulmate connection. This is not this person, Philip. This is someone new. And this feels like, this is just like 2 peas in a pod. This is like, you know, you complete me energy, but like, again, we complete ourselves. We don't have to complete anyone else, or no one has to complete us. This is us completing ourselves. So really, before you meet this person, I do see you healing a lot from the wounds, from the sadness, from the just heartbreak of what you went through with this other connection with Philip. But all the healing you do is really going to serve as like good fertilizer for that new seed of love to be planted in that beautiful fertile soil. And this person, the next person you're finding, is going to be someone who wants a long-term and stable commitment with you because they want that. And I don't, even though Philip did find someone else, I don't think a long-term stable, reflecting keyword stable, is what he wants, because I think he likes the drama. Maybe he creates the drama, or like if things are going too well, he'll shake things up by, you know, causing some controversy or something. And maybe that was really difficult for you to have to endure his ups and downs. Like things are going well, and then all of a sudden, yeah. And there, absolutely, that moon was really calling my name on that card, and I know why. Yeah, the moon. This is you using your intuition and knowing that there is something better for you, and also seeing through the illusion, and also settling, because that's exactly what this relationship with him was you settling for way less than you deserve, because you deserve someone to treat you like royalty, and you would also in turn treat them like royalty. There are no pedestals here. There's equality. This is you wanting to stand hand in hand, not one in front of the other or one above the other. And I think with Philip, he was always putting himself on the pedestal, or maybe allowing you to put him on the pedestal. But yeah, you know, I'm sure in the way that you're in right now, you know, you don't know if you'll find it at this point. You know, you can feel very dejected, and I do see that with this combination right here. But the fact the Six of Swords came in, this is an amazing indication that you're moving past this. At the very least, you are embracing you. You're no longer going to play small in any relationship. You'd just rather be single than play small again, because you are a big cat. You're a jungle cat. You're not a house cat. And you deserve to have all those wild fulfillments fulfilled, not just the more domesticated fulfillments, right? You deserve to have your cake and eat it too, as well. So let's just see any other further advice, wisdom, guidance, love, support for dear Sully about the future. They're reconfirming. You can't make this up. You've got the soulmate card and the soulmate card again. This Two of Cups is the lower octave of this. But because you were questioning, and I'm like, let's just see. They're reconfirming with the next available soulmate card. He's out there, she's out there, whoever it is, I'm seeing he's out there. Yes. And this even gives you space to bring in like soulmate connections that are like soul sisters or soul brothers, like just people who are more on your vibe, more on your level. Again, no pedestals here, but like vibrational levels here. Yeah, if he seems happy, I mean, I did see that in card number 1. He seems much happier, because I think this person is much more fitting for his vibration than you are, because you just deserve more. And again, it's not to say he's a bad person. It's just you're different. You're two different people that, you know, maybe opposites attract at first, but there's got to be a commonality between those opposites that can keep things, you know, at least in some form cohesive. But yeah, I mean, they answered this, that you do have another soulmate connection, or a soulmate connection romantically on the horizon. And the sun's setting here, so like on the horizon, which means the sun's setting on one cycle, you healing through whatever's going on with Philip. And when you are back to yourself, loving yourself, you know, just really healed and almost feeling like, I don't need a man, I'm just happy with who I am. Boom, there he is. He's in your life. Like, that's how this happens. That's how I see this playing out. So let's just, since we're talking about all this healing and self-love, let's get a Believe in Your Own Magic card also for Sully, please, Spirit. There it is. Garden. Yes, absolutely. This healing you're doing, this self-love, this nurturing of your own beautiful self, it's a garden. Life's a garden. You gotta dig it. But you're planting that new seed. Wow. The seed symbolism and planting of seeds has been on point tonight. It's just everywhere. but something lovely will grow from this. But this future connection is only coming in after you do some growing of your own love for your own self and really focusing on your own goals and loving yourself and working on whatever it is you want to work on for you. And then that's when this is really going to come in for you. So let's just get a message from your future. Well, they are your soulmate now, so why even call them future soulmate? From this soulmate connection that's going to be coming in for you next. Let's get a message from this person. Sully, please, spirit. Ooh, yeah, romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. We've also got embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. But again, you are healing so much of this stuff on your own. And then, I think it was in your reading earlier. I mean, these readings sometimes run together in my stream of consciousness here. But it's like, you complete me. I think I said that earlier. And that's exactly what this feels like. But again, we complete ourselves and then just find that extra icing on the cake with other people, right? But you are whole and complete all on your own. But you almost just feel like this beautiful soulmate connection really does feel like this is what's been missing my whole life. And I didn't even know it. And now I do. And it's going to be very passionate, very romantic, and very committed and loyal and stable. Stable being the operative term here. Yes. So I hope that resonated, Sully. Yeah, that's much better than where you're coming from. And, the more you can heal through this and just send Philip that happiness, that'll really help you get on to your next beautiful embarking on your next journey. That's really what I see. But I think your next journey isn't even just this soulmate. It's first loving you deeply and thoroughly in ways that you've never done before, or ways that maybe have been hard for you to do in the past. And then that's when this soulmate's coming in hot. Oh, so beautiful. But you got this. You got this, Sully. All right. So I think Jessie had mentioned something up here about her questions. So, I asked one question out of the 5. I will ask 2 more and then save the rest. Yeah, so ask 2 and then save 2. That's what we'll do. That sounds amazing. We'll do that. So we'll go in that direction. So Jessie, go ahead and post your next question. And then we'll do your last question after that. And that will probably be, because I don't have any other donations, I don't think. That will be what we're doing tonight. That will be all we have time for. Yep, I think we will. So I'm going to close donations. I'm going to just go ahead and write it up here. And make me be firm this time, guys. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I'm definitely feeling some tiredness going on tonight. Half the time people are like, our donations close. I'm like, oh no, what's one more? Come on in. I think tonight I need to stand firm to my boundaries a little bit. Hold me to it, guys. I just want to help everybody. What's one more? What's one more? But sometimes I need to take care of myself too. Did I pin that? There we go. Yes. Donations closed. Okay, so Jessie's first question. Did she post the question already? Am I missing something? She's got 2 questions, but she can post the first one first. Yeah, Ethan, I didn't forget about you. Yeah, you're definitely on my radar for tonight because you're already on there. Yes. I mean after you. No more. After you and Jessie, no more tonight. All right. Did you have a... Okay, so your second question. Did you have another question above that, or is this the next one? Okay. I'm going to dive into this. So, past life with Lori, one where she was your mom. Yeah, I can feel there's one in there. I can totally feel it. All right, let's feel into this past life with Lori and Jessie, where Lori was Jessie's mom. I'm feeling it. Let's see. There's a lot to choose from. That's why it's taking so long. There's many lives. Oh, here we go. Wow, yeah, there's the mother card. The moon represents the mother, so this is just clarification. Yeah, there's many lives where she was your mother. But let's just see what life specifically. Okay, so wow, this is powerful. Yes. So what I see was she was your mother, obviously. And you were actually her only child. You were a daughter, so mother-daughter duo, kind of like in this life, but of course she's got lots of kids in this life. But what I see is she was like a seer, which is cool because I can totally see this with her gifts coming online. But she was like, a witch or a seer, just someone that knew things, crystal ball vibes, and people would pay her in like food and goods and services for her psychic insight. And she had a little shop where people could come in and get readings. All this is so cool, Lori and Jesse. But she taught you everything she knew. You were like her little apprentice and her daughter and her best friend. And, you were a beautiful singer in that life, I'm hearing as well. Like a beautiful singer. And she was very young when she had you in that life. She was only 14 years old. And this was way back. This was like way back. They're not even giving me a year, but they're like Jesus times way back, like a long time ago. But yeah, you were a beautiful singer in that life. She was a young mother, but like you grew up together because, she was a young mother. But what happened was your father, there was some sort of battle, and he was actually killed when you were 3 years old. So she would have only been 17 when you were 3 years old in that life. And so she just raised you. She took a lot of jobs like cleaning and helping other houses. She was kind of like a nanny or kind of like a babysitter for like other community households. And that was just an easy job. She could bring you along. She actually even worked in a bakery, which is interesting because in a future life, she owned a bakery in Italy and she loved it. But it's interesting because she was a young mom in this life, and so were you. Which, young mom meaning of your siblings from a very young age. So there are themes playing out in both of your lives in this life and in that life. And the number 17 again. Yes, Lori. But this is beautiful because you guys really did you were best friends, soul sisters, mother-daughter, just growing up with each other and just like constant companions. And I'm seeing too that, oh, wow. So this is so cool. Lori, I don't know why, but they're really highlighting the souls in that life that are in your life as well, Lori. But Jessie, your daughter in that life, had 2 daughters herself, also a husband. But her 2 daughters in this life were Nona and Sarah. Your Sarah, Lori. Your Sarah and Nona were Jessie's daughters, your granddaughters in this past life. Oh my goodness. So cool. Well, there's where, family lines. So this could have even been, like maybe somewhere along both of your family lines, they crossed and like in this incarnation's family lines. Maybe you guys are distant relatives. Maybe, huh? Who knows? Maybe go to ancestry.com and get to work. Wow. Interesting. But of course you were in that same family line because a lot of humans on Earth like to incarnate in the same family line over and over again. Because they kind of build a legacy and they kind of want to, at least even when they're on the other side of the veil, they want to keep checking in, just see what's going on with that legacy. Very cool. But this is like probably even before like any records were really kept. So I don't even know if you could trace this back, but look. And Pop's saying he was in this life. So he married Jessie. Oh, so Pop was your son-in-law in this life. And the father of your 2 grandchildren, Sarah and Nona. Oh, yes. He does love her. And he literally loved her in that life because they got together. But look, one big happy family. Like raising multiple generations together. Mother or grandmother, mother, and then daughter. Like that kind of energy. But I do see that you, Lori, as the older mother, but not that much older because, 14 years older than your daughter. You lived with your daughter and your son-in-law and your granddaughters, and you just, did lots of cooking and cleaning. And your daughter took over a lot of the like psychic work and business, but you also worked well into your older years, both of you, as like the psychic or the seer in the community, and made a lot of, good abundance in that life, and were able to really just have all your needs met and buy like luxury items that came from like Egypt and stuff, because they're showing me you guys south of Egypt. It could have even have been Italy, Greece. No, Greece. It's Greece, like modern day Greece, but it was like more ancient Grecian times. Interesting. My big fat Greek wedding. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. So you guys have, this is a crossing of these incarnations, family lines crossed back in the day. And I think it's probably so far back you may not be able to trace it, but it's been in the works for a long time. So, and of course, soul family lines as well. So yeah. Wow, that was so cute. Fun. Of course, you lost your husband in that life, Lori, but like you made the best of it, and you didn't just sit around waiting for someone to come take care of you. You just got down to work and got to business. Interesting. Wow, that was so cute. Aw, your baby Jessie. Burma! It's a family reunion up in this bee. Hello, Burma. How are you? I'm just about ready to finish my last 2 readings and go to bed. I'm so tired tonight. There's no need to prove it. We definitely feel it. Yeah, but I mean, just having that proof would be just so cool, so neat. Even if you're like so many, like, you share the same grandmother 25 generations back or something. I don't know. Crazy. But it's that life we just tapped into is the family line. And I see both of your current family lines have branched off way back. So if you have like Greek roots in any way, Greek ancestry, that's where it would be. But I see that at one point the Greeks left Greece and went to Italy. So there's that for both of your family line too. They did that even before like Jesse's family line broke off the Greece family line. Yeah. Wow. So neat. My last question, since we are in past life, let's bring a past life with you, Amanda. Okay, let's get it. I know it's there. I can feel it. All right. Let's get into it. Any past life, because there's many. So let's just see. Lori, Jesse, Amanda, past life. Let's feel it. Oh my God. Lori, oh my God. I had chills, and I had this huge download of information, and this completely confirmed it. Lori, I have tears, Lori. Jesse and I were both in this life babies of yours at the same time. You know what I'm talking about, Lori. You know what I'm talking about. There were 2. There wasn't 1, there was 2. It wasn't just me. It was me and Jesse. And that's why both you and I, and me and you, and Jesse and you, and Jesse and I, like the second we found each other, it was just like, soul family, here we are. We've arrived. So Lori, I don't know if they would have known or been able to tell you that, but it's real. I mean, 2 embryos right there. No wonder Pop loves her. Yes, family. Oh my God. Wow. What are you? Why? How? Yeah, you were our mother. Look at that. Confirmation. Wow. You can't make this up. I'm so glad that you asked that. Oh my God. That didn't even occur to me until right before this card flopped out. You can't make this up. Mother of 2. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You would have just been so young to have that go on. But look, that past life with Jesse, with the seer, you're the high priestess, you're the, psychic with your daughter, and then your 2 granddaughters. Like, there's lessons from that life you learned with this life. And that's part of why she could only touch down for a moment in this life and then go. Oh my God. So there was like a past life thing to bring in some light. Like when when her and I both came in at the same time. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. But we weren't born. We just touched down for but a moment and then back. But look, it's interesting too, because we got the two basically egg sacs, embryos, babies, right? And then we've got the two candles. The lights just touched down for but a moment and then burned out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. And look, there was something much bigger lurking beneath the surface. Well, that's the wrong card. There was something much bigger than you thought initially lurking beneath the surface. And it's interesting too, because Nikki, didn't you think Nikki was a twin or something with that? I can't remember exactly the details. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, because this is collaboration. There's that Three of Pentacles that will not stop following me around at all. But that just meant that, you know, we're meant to collaborate. Even though it's Lori's still same incarnation, it's mine and Jesse's next incarnation after that one. Oh, Sarah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, so that makes sense because, yeah, I knew it was one of your kids. Yeah, and then, yeah. And it might even be that Sarah actually has twins in this life too, because I think it runs in your family. I do. Oh, it does, because you have, yeah, I think you've told me it ran in your family, like with uncles and stuff, if I remember right. Information gets crossed. Yeah, but Sarah, that was right. And you think that one didn't make it. That's right. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, twins definitely run in your family. But wow. Wow. That is so cool. Remember, because I keep saying it's like you, Nona, and Pop are like the trifecta. But then on Earth, it's like me, you, Jesse. There we go. And Ricky has twins. That's right. It's your brother, not your uncle. Your brother. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Actually, I should leave that out so we can... Ooh. Where'd it go? Put it away, and now I want it back. Okay. I want to actually get a couple more... Just any information. Like, what is this trying to show us? I'm really drawn to this deck for this question. Yeah, and you and Danny could have twins. Well, maybe this is just going to be a theme in this life, is there's twins on board. Possibly. Wow. Embracing openness. And there's another moon. So there's like that moon mother energy coming in twice. But it's like the clouds have moved, so we can actually see the truth of what's going on now. And we're embracing the soul family of it all. Like, we're coming together energetically, and maybe one day, hopefully, yes, one day, together, like in real life. I mean, this is still real life too, but you know what I mean. In person. There we go. In person. Wow. That is so beautiful. And I'm hearing, I'm not 100% sure if this is a crane, but that's the word I'm hearing. So looking up the spirit animal of a crane, got chills again. Looking up the spirit animal of a crane, that will bring some additional guidance as to like why are we all collaborating in this life? What's going on here? I think it's to level ourselves up and help each other. Because as much as I help you guys, believe me, there's a lot of amazing energy you bring to the table and help me just as much. So it's crazy cool. Like, it's so cool. I'm actually wanting to get one from this deck now. Wow. We usually do save the best for last on this channel, don't we? Ooh, and it's flying across the shelf. Here we go. Bring it over. Business venture. Interesting. So it says trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. So maybe we're all helping each other just figure out ways to bring that abundance into each other's lives and help each other grow. And, you know, maybe even eventually, who knows, business adventure down the road. I don't know. You just never know with spirit. But there's something going on in the spring. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. Springtime. Look at all that gold, all that abundance. Like the 7 dwarfs hanging out, but there's only like 4 of them. Yeah, 4. Huh. They look really excited about that abundance hanging out there. Ooh. Oh dear, it's ringing. Okay, let's get a message. What is this left ear ringing? Does this pertain to the reading? What's going on? Ascension. Yeah. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. Man, it will not stop. But that's that's the high priestess. Soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. Yes. So we're just catalyzing each other, helping each other grow and bloom and evolve. And it's not just me helping you. Like it's so reciprocal. You guys don't understand. Because the more I really step into my purpose of helping others, it opens me up even more too. Like so much. So wow. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. That blew my mind. Like it didn't even occur to me, like in all the times we've talked about this before, Lori, that there could have been more than one of us in there. No idea. Oh my goodness. Wow. Beautiful. Such a cool reading. I'm so here for this. Wow. That's beautiful stuff. On the back of the deck, we got flexibility. And we got a tiger. I'm really seeing this tiger being like earning stripes is what I heard. Like we've all been through some ish in this life and even in past lives, and not to hold anything against each other because we've all wanted to experience these things for our soul's growth. So there is no guilt. There's no need to say I'm sorry or no need to forgive anybody because it's all wiped clean. Because I'm shuffling here, we got purity. It's all wiped clean. All that karma from the past, it's a wash. It's washed away. It's clean, pure, clean slate. Moving forward. Oh, that ringing is so powerful. I'm feeling it right now. Yeah, and then Jessie said she's dizzy and feeling like I'm spinning, and her ears too. Wow. Yeah, isn't that white beautiful? Purifying energy. I love it. Wow. All right, Ethan, it's your turn, my friend. So go ahead and post your question. We'll get into it, and then I am going to wrap it up. I am a tired being tonight. That's for sure. It's been a lot of late nights these last few nights, and I need to make only Wednesday my late night because I can be here for late. I can be here till 11, maybe midnight on a regular Wednesday if I have like good sleep the other nights of the week. But come on, E. Not like in a bad way, because like energetically speaking, this is so good. It's so amazing. But like body taking care of self. And we will. I'm gonna write down. We're holding 2 of those questions over. Or if we want to do something extra tomorrow, Jessie, with the mentorship stuff and healing. I do have maybe even some time before your session starts, so we could just start earlier and apply that toward that if you want. I don't know. So Jessie times 2 hold over. There we go. That's for Saturday, or maybe before, or maybe after, whatever you want to do. Yay! Okay. All right, so I'm just going to start pulling cards, Ethan, because Spirit already knows your question. So as you write the question out, we'll know exactly how to interpret these, but of course, I'll pull them and get them going. We'll see what's going on. Whatever Ethan's question is, which Spirit's already in tune with, what does he need to know about that question? And he can still type it out. Totally fine. Ooh, these 2. Ooh, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. Lots of emotional stuff. Lots of emotional stuff. Maybe even trusting your intuition. Extending yourself romantically to someone. Probably about Christian. I've been focusing on myself ever since that last reading. Ever since Christian messaged me back. I'm wondering if I should start messaging him back. I'm a bit hesitant, though, since he's been dry. Okay. I think because he did reach out, that was his indication, or your indication, that, yeah, it's time to just go ahead and reach out. And not to be dry back, though, because that's not who you are. This is who you are. Bringing the romance, bringing the love, love bombing him, saying, I'm thinking about you, I miss you, just showing up as that loving person that you are, that very nurturing, loving energy, bringing it in. And if he doesn't receive that, then that's on him, because he can only receive so much to what he's open to. If he's just not open, because he did reach out, I would say it's okay for you to reach out and at least let him know you're thinking of him. And, if something's going on, just speak from the heart. That's what I just heard. Speak from the heart, whatever it is. And just, let him know if he's going through some stuff, you're there. Like, be there. Well, it's hard though, Ethan. It's such a hard line. And, you felt that that's what you need to do in the moment. But, like, just reaching out to him and saying, that's not me. Like, I didn't mean to be that way, but I'm just, and explaining it, speaking from the heart, just realizing or, revealing to him that, I was upset. So I spoke a little dryly. I didn't mean it as dryly as that probably sounded. This is what I meant instead. And then, speak from the heart. Because it's like we were saying in the live stream last night, it's like bringing your vibration down to meet him where he's at, and then it just sucks you down. It's like, I think when you did communicate in that dry manner, then you felt bad, and then you played it over in your head 50 times, like, oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, and maybe wished you could have done things a little differently. Yeah, if he's, that's a lot from him. Like, him showing that initiative, like, that's a big move for him. So, of course, you felt hurt because it's like, well, where were you before? And you had every right to feel that way. So I wouldn't even, that is exactly what I did. Yeah, but I wouldn't even apologize because you really don't have anything to apologize for. I would just say, I actually meant to show up this way, but I was upset, so I showed up this way. But you don't have to justify or apologize because he shows up that way all the dang time. So what words of advice does Spirit have for Ethan moving forward in this whole communication thing with with Christian? Spirit knows what I'm talking about. I don't. Well, saying maybe just wait a minute because it's taking a second to come out. So maybe you don't have to do it right this second, like reach out right now. Yeah, because he's just so apathetic with a lot of things that are going on in his life. Like, even if he's working, even if he's got all these things going on, he just kind of meh about everything. And here you are wanting to offer him that beautiful golden cup of your own love and support and just connection. And he's so focused on everything else that he can't even see it for what it is. It's like he kind of glances like, oh yeah, hi, yeah, mm-hmm. Like, that's how that feels to you. It's like, instead of the warm embrace of, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here, and let's hang out and have a conversation. Let's play a card game. Let's really get to know each other. Let's kiss. Let's, all the things. But instead he's just like, oh, hi, you again. But it's really not about you. It's about him. And I think we've tapped into that plenty of times. It's all about what he's got going on. That is what he's bringing to the table. And it's nothing you have to take personally. And reading the 4 agreements is really going to help you understand this. That he's got his own mental dream going on up here, that the way he acts really does have nothing to do with you. Of course, our actions and lack thereof, and our communications and lack thereof, of course, can have a toll on somebody. And we do have to take responsibility for our actions. But how other people perceive us really is none of our business, even though it feels very personal. It's a whole thing with the 4 agreements, not 3 agreements. I was trying to read 3 of Wands and say 4 agreements at the same time. But yeah, this is just where he's at. He's feeling very stuck. But I think you being your authentic self, rather than stooping to his level, but you showing up as you, you showing up as you is going to finally help him start to see things from that other perspective. But right now, these are 2 very stuck energies right here. Just kind of over it, kind of, whatever. Very stuck energies, but just you being you, he can either take it or leave it. Like, he's going to have to be the one to decide, okay, I'm done being dry. Let's bring it up a notch. Let's get all this stagnancy out and take this to an exciting place. Because that's exactly what you're wanting to offer him. Love and connection and fulfillment, and you deserve the love that you know. I mean, just feeling your beautiful energy, you deserve so much. And I think Christians at this point only willing to give you this when you deserve this plus, right? But that doesn't mean, again, that he's a bad person or that this is worth throwing away. Just using your intuition every single day, because it could shift from day to day, but using your intuition always, and not allowing him to, what's the word I want to use? Not allowing him to corrupt, I guess, your beautiful energy to stooping back to his level, if that makes sense. Yeah. But the Three of Wands, this is you just making a plan and taking actions in a way that feels good to you, whether that's in Christian's direction or your own direction, maybe some other potential love soulmate's direction eventually. Who knows? I mean, the future really is open. But I think very soon you are going to take action to let him know, hey, this actually, that last communication really wasn't me. I wasn't in a good place. Again, you don't have to apologize. So you don't have to be like, oh, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. No, just tell him how you feel from the heart, from the heart. Look at all these hearts, from the heart. And then you'll know. I think you'll have a better understanding at that point where to go from there. Because if you pour your heart out to him, and again, you don't have to give him everything, but just a 1-2 sentence little whatever from your heart, that's all you need to extend. Because if he's going to just ignore that or ghost you or be dry about it, again, that's on him. And you can only turn his head so much. He's got to stop focusing on everything else and realize what's right in front of him if he just decides, yeah, whatever feels good. Use your intuition. I mean, if you want to write him a whole novel, if you feel you just want to get it out there, then do that. But I don't think you owe it to him. This is just you owing whatever you feel you owe to yourself, but you communicating from your heart to him whatever you feel you want to. So using your own discretion and intuition is going to be key here. Also, communication is key, but if he's going to just shut down communication all the time, it's almost like you don't even know where the lock is. You got the key, but you don't know where the lock is. Speaking of that, let's pull some charms when we pull this card too. Okay. Yeah, the end of a tough cycle approaches. This one's really standing out as well. But yeah, your dreams do need a practical plan, which plan, and then take action. So Two of Wands is all about the plan. Three of Wands is all about taking action to that plan. So just deciding what you want to do. But the end of a tough cycle is approaching. The tough times are coming up soon, will be over. And interesting, this eclipse that's happening on November 19th is the full moon in Taurus. It's an eclipse in Taurus. Again, lots of Taurus eclipses this last little bit. Of course, I think it was more Vedic Taurus eclipse last time, and then this time it's, I don't remember exactly, but I think it was a solar eclipse in Taurus, if I remember right. I don't know. Last December-ish. It's been a while. But yeah, make a plan, and then you extend yourself as much as you want from that plan. And whatever he decides or doesn't decide, from there, you'll use your intuition to know what your next steps are, or if you just focus on you for a while, or, just really immerse yourself in your friend group and things going on at school. All right, here we go. We got a couple here. Ooh, yeah, I do see, this again, from the heart, kept coming out over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And again, with that royalty, like he's treating you like a peasant that serves him. Where was that card? Let me get it. I don't want to dump those here. He's almost treating you like he's the king and you're the peasant that serves him his wine at night. And he barely just brushes you off like, okay, yeah, get out of here. That is not what you deserve, because this is what you deserve. The crown. 2 kings in the relationship. Yeah, and you do literally treat him like a king. I can totally feel it. Yes, you do. And he deserves to be treated that way. But yet, yeah, so do you. Yeah. And I see here that with this whale tail, it's just the tail. So it's almost like the rest is on the surface. So there is a need here to deep dive. There is a need for both of you to sit down, have a heart-to-heart deep conversation, which seems to me lately he's not here for that. He's just cold, dry, one-answer responses. Maybe a sentence if you're real lucky, but you deserve much deeper and much better. And this is purple. I don't know if you can see how pretty that is. It's kind of like a swirly purple color. My lighting is just horrendous. But yeah, it's very pretty. And to me, this is crown chakra energy. So this is all about you connecting to spirit. Oh, connecting to his higher self. This is like a a cheat code. Like we're talking about cheat codes earlier. But remember, you had that key, but you couldn't quite find that lock. Well, the lock is through your own crown chakra, through your own heart chakra, from the heart. From the heart. Remember, we kept hearing that, from the heart. Connect to his higher self. Using your crown chakra, heart chakra, to connect to his higher self and get the memo to his higher self. Maybe really opening up. Maybe writing Christian a letter to his higher self that you don't send human Christian. You just write it out and read it out loud if you feel the need to his higher self. Because I think by way of higher self, he'll get the memo and be like, oh, now my left ear's ringing again. Here it is. But he'll turn his head and be like, whoa, what was I focused on all this crap for when I got this king over here? What am I doing? So there's a little trick, a little life hack for you. But let's get a message from his higher self. Let's just go straight to the source. We're not messing with human Christian anymore. Let's go straight to the source of higher self. Any messages from Christian's higher self or advice, wisdom, guidance, just anything Christian's higher self has for Ethan? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, things, this is meant to be a connection. I won't, age of 18 and under here going on, but, discretionary. When we're all over the age of 18, things happening. But honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Exactly. Connect to his higher self. That is exactly what this is. Mic drop. I said it for you that time, Jesse. Wow. But let's see what's going on. Any other messages from Christian's higher self to Ethan, please? And we have here friendship. So it says friendship. Nurture the bond of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. So it's almost like maybe along the way you guys forgot to also be friends. It's like you were so focused on the romantic aspect of the relationship that you forgot the friendship part. So bring that in, and that will help blossom the rest that we won't read because 17 and younger going on right here, right now. But yeah, I mean, let's get one more for good measure. Let's really hype it up here. From Christian's higher self to Ethan, please. Okay. I love this. This is perfect. And again, I don't know why I just keep, with this word wanting to say, because you're under 18. I think that's why this card came out. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So I'm seeing this as a whole with the relationship because when you're older, when you're able to travel, when you're able to meet, that's when things can really blossom. Because to me, this looks dormant. It almost looks like wintertime branches without leaves. Very cold energy, which we've got going on right now with Christian. And it's like, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. It's almost like you're trying to rush the springtime when it's actually winter right now. You weren't really friends after we got romantic. Yeah. And I think that's the call right now, is just to bring this back online. Not to completely drop the romantic aspect of the relationship, but really front and center this friendship and remember what got you together in the first place. Like, what are your common interests? What can you talk to him that he's interested in, but that also you're interested in, so it's not all one-sided again? Because we don't want that either. We want common interests, common ground, commonality. But going beneath the surface, really connecting to each other on a deeper level. Because this has legs to take the distance. Because, like soulmate energy, twin flame possibly energy going on right here, right now. But if it is twin flame, that's a whole other can of worms, because that is a whole runner chaser. That is a whole lot of heartache and pain and coming and going. And yeah, it's a lot. Especially at probably age 17, a twin flame relationship connection. Just looking back, because my twin flame and I met actually when I was 17. Now that I'm thinking of it, mic drop. He was 15, I was 17. So he actually moved in next door to me. But I met him at school, and then he's like, I live next door to you. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I live next door. Can I get a ride home? I'm like, okay, where do I live then? And he told me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess you live next door to me. I didn't even know that. Oh my gosh, Amanda, you're saying some of the things my own counselor said to me when I was talking to her about my person, and she's highly intuitive herself. Yes, it's awesome. Yeah, I do mentorship sessions. Currently, like at my capacity, I've got 3 clients, and that's kind of, at least with my current workload, like my capacity. But like, yeah, It's something I'm very passionate about, is just helping people in many ways. It's almost like the readings become mentorship sessions, the mentorship sessions or become readings. It's very convoluted. But I hope that resonated, Ethan. I am about to go. I am fried. Not that you guys have fried me, just my physical body. Like my mind, my consciousness could just keep going and going and going and going and going. But my body's like, hey, remember, we're human here right now. Time for tired time over there in the bed. So I'm going to honor that part of my health, myself. Because it's been 3 hours, 24 minutes, and 43 seconds since I went live tonight, and I'm feeling it on a human level, again, on a soul level. I can really just keep on going, but human level, got to bring it back home, got to go eat some stuff to ground myself, and then go to bed promptly as I can. Because the last couple nights have been late nights, and I need some rest. So there's that. But I love you guys. I will be live again here Saturday. I'm wondering, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do to start the show. I want to try something different, but I'm still like letting spirit guide me to what different thing we're going to do. But it's going to be fun and interactive, and probably still a reading of some sort, but like maybe a themed reading. I don't know. Collective reading, maybe one card pulls for everybody. I don't know, but I want to do it in a different way. So I'm just leaving that open to spirit to inspire me between now and Saturday to see what spirit gives me. If spirit doesn't give me anything, it'll probably just be same old, but spirit's been knocking my socks off with all this amazing inspiration and energy they've been sending my way, so I'm sure they will deliver. Yes, I will see you at 9:30, Lori, and then I will see Jessie for her mentorship session at I think it's 6 my time, right? Is that what we decided on? And I don't even know, Jessie, if I have sent you a link since we switched the Monday thing. Since we switched it to Thursday, because Wrigley's got basketball Mondays now. So I might have to look into my Zoom history here and see, or my schedule, and see what I have. But I can email you that link. I already sent Lori's link out for tomorrow. Yay. I'm ahead of the game with the one thing in my life. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's my thumbnails, because I do say free reading, but then it's free collective reading at the beginning. And I think maybe people think I'm just doing free readings the whole time. I wish I could. But yeah, so many people are donating that I do feel compelled with that whole energy exchange to definitely take care of my donations/donators first. Totally. You did, but I can't remember. Is it 8 my time? Well, we can definitely start earlier than that if we need to, just because we're doing that healing thing. Yeah, earlier might be better. Just to give ourselves some time if we need to extend it. My cards are scratching my table. But yeah, and I don't have anything going live tomorrow because I'm stepping back a little bit from my other channel because it has crashed and burned over there, and I'm just licking my wounds over here on this channel in the meantime. Hoping that things pick up over there, but like taking it as a sign from spirit, I need a little bit of a break. Just churning out constant content over there. So I'm dropping back to 1 video a week over there for the next at least 2 weeks, which this week is included in that 2-week time from Monday to the next Monday. And then from there, I want to be more creative over there, so I'm doing that. So my next thing live on my main channel, which is the first thing linked in the description, will be next Monday, and it is what lessons are you learning from this ... situation, relationship, whatever it is. We've been open-ended for spirit to answer those in that pick a card reading. But in the meantime, if you're wanting some free readings, you can go over to my main channel, first thing linked in my description here, and just go ahead and find yourself a pick a card reading. Many of them do read a lot like a personal reading because the energies are just so pared down to exactly who they're meant to find. So yeah, there's over 200 plus, probably closer to 300 at this point, free pick a card readings over on my main channel if you want a free reading. Absolutely. I dropped a card randomly. It's the King of Inspiration, King of Wands. Ooh, maybe I'm getting my inspired ideas. Yay. I will let you know what time. Yeah. I got Lori's session, then I have a private 1 hour reading. And the kids come home from school, get dinner going, all that stuff. And then, yeah, it might even be like, because that's 6 my time. We could probably maybe even do 5:30 my time, which would be 7:30 your time. We could start that early, I think. I'm pretty sure. As long as I get dinner and everything wound down before then. But yeah, it was a beautiful live stream. I tried it without the music this time. I think I'm gonna do this for a while. It's just not that the music distracts me at all while I'm doing the readings, but like if I ever watch them back, I'm like, it's hard sometimes to hear what I'm saying because the music is real quiet and then it gets ding, ding, like loud. Kind of annoying with this built-in mic. It's not so bad on my pick-up cards because it's just background, but this, it's almost like sometimes foreground. So I think for at least the time being, I'm gonna hold off on having live stream music in the background. But I love you. Oh, you're so welcome, Ethan. I love you all. I will see some of you tomorrow and then maybe some of you also on Saturday. So I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. I really, truly do hope to see you again right here back at Done Creative Live. Also over on my main channel. Again, for saying linked in the description. I'm repeating myself at this point, so I'm going to let you and you and you and you, all 8 of you that are here, 22 likes, thank you so much. I'm going to let you go, and I will check you all later. Mwah! I love you. Check you later. Bye, Clutch of My Pearls. Bye, Nellie. Bye, Lori. Bye, Jesse. Bye, Ethan. Bye, every other person who's still here. Oh, Pika Lee. Bye, everyone else. I love you all. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your whatever. And I will catch you next time. Sweet dreams, everyone. Bye.